BlurdDotRadio.
BlurdDotRadio.
Vocals.
Hi, you're watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. I'm your host for the evening. My name is Mike Stidham. I love that picture because that was my birthday party. I never smiled. I thought that.
You see the picture of me that looks like I'm in the room with you?
Mm-hmm. You can see each other from across the room. Like
right.
We are joined by Steve.
Hey, Steve.
What?
Steve, you feeling okay over there?
What?
I've been better.
What?
Steve's a little sick. It's that time of year. Get your vitamin C. If you're into it, I don't know, get a COVID booster.
If you're into it. Get well soon, Steve.
Crazy. That's what I did.
Hey.
Right time. Right way.
We got the hardest working DJ in Chicago, DJ L.O. Curry.
DJ L.O. Curry.
What up, y'all? I feel like I'm grainy as shit right now.
Grainy and not moving a whole lot.
Yeah,
You are.
I don't know. The cameras over here are not.
Y'all need some stronger Wi-Fi.
Yeah, man, the Wi-Fi is shit in here today.
I don't know. The fact that the camera on my laptop just didn't want to work. I don't know. What am I? And now it's fucking up.
So you brought it up. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
It's not gonna fix it.
I think it's just the Wi-Fi. I'm
There it is. Pop back in.
gonna try to turn the Wi-Fi on and off and see if that makes a difference.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
Hey, man,
Did
I'm
not.
trying.
Shout out to the IT crowd. That voice you just heard is the captain tonight. We got Captain Kenny.
Yo.
And you know, you'll see one or two virtual people on Blurred Podcast. We got the black one, and we got the coolest one. Her name is Ash Gotti.
Hello.
Ash, also in this picture, the Ash 2.0, it looks like you have gold teeth. Look at the bottom row. It's 2 golds in it.
It kind of looks more like gaps, but okay.
I was trying to give more credit. Gold gaps. Gold's probably a little bit better than just missing.
Gold all in your watch.
There you go. Nigga.
Damn it, Steve, I was taking a picture for the live link. You ran away.
So folks, we're gonna start off this show the way we start off every show with Blurred Outs. For those who don't know, Blurred Outs are one or two geeky things you have done this week. My geeky thing is watching X-Men 97 on bootleg because fuck Disney and fuck Israel.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that shit was amazing. Like, not even kind of good. By the end of the first episode, when Cyclops jumped out of the plane and used his optic blast to slow himself down, I was like, well, I'm sold.
Yeah, that was pretty
you
cool.
get to give him the forecast. I was like, what is happening? What is this?
It was corny,
Dang.
but cool at the
Give
same
me the
time.
forecast. Fucking turning sand into glass.
That shit was
It
amazing.
was kind of corny.
Hey, it's not.
But I like corny. It was kind of corny.
Mother
but I
Mode
liked it.
stood up for 1
Okay.
second. Sit back.
I need a weather
Sit
forecast.
back.
I'm muting. Yeah, you're good.
I want a newscast to do that when they go over to the
Give him the
weather.
forecast. I am so mistress of the elements. Also, that voice actor did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they brought a lot of the old school actors back.
As they should have. Also, the second episode, Magneto's speech needed to be said. For a company that sponsors Zionism, that was real anti-genocide. I really feel like this X-Men cartoon is 100% necessary for right now, just like it was 100% necessary in the 90s, and I really appreciate that that's happening. But watch it on bootleg. Don't pay Disney, because you know who Disney pays.
Them people.
Where's Dr. Umar?
You don't find that suspicious?
No. Decalcify your pineal gland, brother. And with that, I will pass my blurt outs to Steve.
Blurt it out. Am I really loud?
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. I enjoyed Ninja Kumai.
Kaizu?
What, Ninja Kamui?
Kamui, yeah.
It's a Kamui? Yeah. I didn't see the mech aspect coming. I don't know why.
It's less of a mech and more if it's a power suit.
Yeah, it's still mad.
What's the difference between a mech and a power suit?
I don't think it's bigger. Power suit,
yeah.
whatever.
It could be.
It's like a Iron Man suit.
Power. So yeah, I guess you can't
Iron
call
Man
Iron Man suit a mech. Yeah. You can.
Nah.
This might not be correct.
Maybe like a superhuman samurai cyber squad.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the greatest thing about living in 2024 is if you have the thought to look it up, somebody has had the thought to write an article.
Right.
Thanks.
Is a
There's a thing
mechanized
somewhere.
vehicle, usually biped, but can be multi-legged, where power armor is more akin to a suit of armor. A mecha is more bipedal tank with much larger and heavier weapons. Thanks, Cora.
Come on, Ash.
Power suit.
There you go. Steve, did you finish the whole show?
No, the next episode's like next week.
It's next week?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was done. I didn't know it was still done.
This was episode 7, I believe, today.
Okay.
Good episode.
Yeah.
So far out of 10, what do you give it?
Oh, at least like an 8.
Okay.
Violence is good.
Okay. Who did I hear agree about
Violence.
that? Somebody here in the studio agreed that Ninja Kamui that episode 7 was good.
Yeah.
It's a good number too, I think.
There's a lot of.
Well, there you go. I haven't introduced a guest yet. Sorry, I've gotten bad at doing that. We got 7. At this point, BlurdDotFamily, you come twice for family.
Thank you.
Pause.
No Diddy.
And
So hard!
in the tradition of the Friends of Leo West, he brought 2 rappers who are first timers on the show.
Hilarious.
We got Desire.
Yo,
What the
And we
mo-
got Prophet.
how you doing?
The camera just fucked up. You can see where they're the general position, where they're sitting in it. 7. What do you give Ninja Kamui out of 10?
8.5.
8.5.
8.5. Like I said, violence is good. I like violence. I started watching it. I just caught up yesterday, actually.
I finished half an episode before I fell asleep. Not a judgment on the show.
Yeah.
I watch it late at night.
You be tired.
Yeah, I do be having some monologue bits. Last episode was a lot of background.
A lot of grandstanding and
No, not grandstanding, but like we got more insight into the organization.
Steve, what else you got?
That's really it. Just been suffering on the couch all day.
Good.
Yeah.
Good times.
Is it an ear, nose, throat type of?
More like just body and stuffy.
That's no good. Well, I wish I had some remedies. Onions. Take an onion. This sounds weird, but apparently it works. Take an onion, soak it in honey for a few days, and eat the honey. They say that's good for getting rid of colds.
It sounds like you're just trying to make Steve suffer.
I mean, either suffer for a short amount of time or suffer for a long amount of time.
You don't want no onion, honey?
You don't want to put no
No,
condom.
fuck onions. Like I have all
Onion.
kinds of these things.
You don't want no
I'm not
onion?
gonna waste time.
You got to get some vapor rub, put in some tea.
Some onion?
Some onion.
This ain't your these onions. This ain't your onions. These onions.
Well, thank you, Steve.
No problem.
DJ L.O. Kari.
Yeah, sorry you guys probably can't see me. It's all good though. I'm feeling decent, and let me see what else I'm watching this week. Of course, I'm also blurring out about X-Men 97. That shit was fire. So fucking good. Shit, where my damn hand claps at?
Hit the button.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, man, I'm gonna get it. I had so hard. Here we go. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Most definitely one of those types of shows that, and sorry guys, I'm trying to text John also to see what's going on with the speed. But yeah, man, it was. I think they did everything right. You know, my quick recaps about like what I enjoyed for sure is for those of y'all that know what's going on with this whole pregnant Jean thing. Excited for Magneto trying to hit them cheeks. I'm excited.
I forgot about that fact. The rogue can touch Magneto.
Hey.
Until it happened, I was about to fuck right now.
Back when I was like heavily reading X-Men in the 90s, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, I was just like, wait, Rogue and Magneto have a thing? Like, it was outside of like the actual show itself. I was just like, wait, interesting. So to see that they're actually might be bringing it in, like, I'm excited about that. And I was about to be pissed off about the whole Storm thing, but then I was like, oh yeah, there was a good amount of time when she did not have no powers.
Yeah, I was saying, people was like, I was like, thank goodness, people about to lose this shit. I'm like, sorry.
You over here nuking the Omega level black woman 2 episodes into the new season.
Because I was about, is like that why Bishop hanging around? Is that why Bishop?
Right, it's like, look, we got too many black people.
Also,
we gotta take one out.
Let me throw in the executioner. The executioner beating up Bishop immediately. I'm from the future. He was like, Bob, get your ass out of here.
This Chicago, nigga.
Face down.
Yeah, man. So I'm excited about that. I think they've done everything right, man. You know, and also just getting into the facts that, you know, X-Men is a horny ass, you know, cartoon, like,
they do be fucking
show.
They be fucking a lot of the comics. You know what I'm saying? It's always been horny. Hey, man, embrace it. Okay, let it be what it is. Okay.
Scott said, "Oh, you look like my wife."
Yeah, man.
Starts unzipping. Like, is this okay? You got her memory? Come on.
Based on the story we might be getting.
Hey.
Look, now there's one for him and Wolverine.
Kenya.
Nah, stop.
No. I think it's gonna be interesting. I don't know how it's gonna progress, but I have a theory.
The Goblin Queen.
I have a theory that I think.
Hey, careful.
I think Wolverine might be hitting some other cheeks. So that's my theory.
I can't see her face. I don't know what they're insinuating.
I'm saying I'm thinking that Wolverine might be hitting some morph cheeks.
I'm saying
that's what I'm thinking.
They can be anything.
They are non-binary, and they can literally turn into any person. So
they gonna do that.
The
way they were talking.
Kenny has been talked over a few.
They gonna do that.
I just want Kenny to be able to say what they want to say.
Anyway, go ahead, Kenny. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was just saying I doubt that because that original storyline with Morph Wolverine with the best friends. It was one of those storylines that they totally screwed up because it was weird the way they told it in the show. It just looks like they're actually just reviving their friend.
That's what I was.
Wolverine's gonna have Hitman on next to the Nightcrawler.
I'm crying.
Yeah. So again, that's
probably
not what I was.
That's what I was thinking. What was going on originally, but then I felt like they had a lot of little insinuations and stuff like that in the episode. So I was wondering.
The way Morph was like turned into Jean and just talking to him and like. Wolverine didn't immediately shut that down. Like, bro,
I wasn't. It wasn't about that one. It was. I
would say to my friend,
that's also a reason.
If you talk shit to me, I'm not just gonna get mad at you and start fighting you. Probably some shit that I need to hear.
But in the form of my crush,
I think he was fucking with him. I felt like that he was fucking with him, but I didn't think it was gonna be like anything like that. But
no, not a fight. Just be like, bruh. I know what you're trying to say, but please, can you not
There's
say that to
we
me
gotta
in that
set up
face?
He's
some
not
lines.
that desperate.
But I was like, in the sense of him trying to hit the cheeks and stuff like that. I don't know. It's interesting.
Wolverine is not.
We'll see what
unless
happens. We'll see what
Wolverine's
happens.
into it. I don't think Wolverine has to.
It's gonna happen.
Also, you can look up Wolverine, Nightcrawler, sexy cover.
Right.
Excuse me, what?
Anyway, moving on.
I
Other
gotta
things that I
Google.
watched this week. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, I finally watched the Nickelodeon documentary.
So
I
good.
still need to watch that.
Impressive.
Yeah, I've never watched that shit.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I feel like this though. The shit that most definitely
Are you
happened.
chewing into the microphone again?
Yeah.
This nigga always.
Hey, you got froze on the screen eating.
Oh God.
That's what it is.
Wrapped up.
That's what it is. I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that this internet fucked up.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. He does that all the time.
Hey, come on.
The internet could be working just fine. This motherfucker just got a taco.
Hey.
So,
But anyway, I did check out the documentary, and man, Drake Bell, man, that shit made me like damn near cry, bro. That
the
shit
list
fucked up.
Me
that
and
they
you both.
gave,
That's
I'll
fucked up.
spare the details, but damn.
Golly, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're all the same age. Like,
Yeah, no,
Just about.
he's 36.
no, I'm talking about us here in the room who watch Nickelodeon. Like, didn't anybody else notice it was getting really weird?
I
Oh,
stopped
no.
watching by that
Yes.
point. To be
As
honest,
the,
Yeah.
as the elder member of the group, by the time like iCarly and all that shit was out, I was like,
I checked out.
Yeah, I wasn't watching live
No,
action.
that's the thing. Hold on, let's hold up. That's the thing. Before I call it, night before that, all that
Yeah,
was getting really weird.
it was.
I didn't
Like-
like the new all that.
Yeah, no, I
didn't watch the
I
new
left. I stopped watching all that after Amanda Bynes came on. I was like, I'm too old for this shit. I left.
I was still watching at that time.
I've watched like the first season, but it was like after like the first season she came, but after that I kind of like checked out, and because that's when
Yeah,
Cartoon
dude,
Network was kind of like really firing
Oh,
on
yeah.
all cylinders.
That's
Batman
another one.
animated series was my shit. Like I had moved on. Like
Cartoon Network didn't have like a Saturday block yet. So like Snick still had me in a chokehold.
yeah, so but around that time I kind of checked out. So I wasn't a part of like the iCarly generation
No,
or
they
anything
did.
like
They
that.
had,
Like
was
I
Tsunami on Saturdays yet?
yeah, they did.
There was a couple years
Saturday
later.
morning.
Saturday
It was
morning.
Saturday morning at that point.
But Saturday morning, I wasn't watching like Nickelodeon Saturday morning. Like I was watching.
Same.
I was watching like Animaniacs. and
WB.
shit. Yeah, we
Fox.
you know, yeah. So I wasn't on at that time. So it was so to see like like a lot of stuff that were like folks were like, oh man, this shit's really crazy, it's fucked up. Like I had been stopped watching at that point, so I didn't even really know or whatever. But then when you look back on it, it's like, yeah, this shit was
Out of
weird.
pocket.
It's very very out of
Out of
pocket. And I mean, also, Dan
Snyder.
Dan Snyder was most definitely a shitty ass boss.
Facts.
Extremely problematic. I think it is important to say that he did not he did not sodomize Drake Bell. So I think that's important for people to like to know
He
because
did,
they
however,
are
have 2 people on his staff.
yeah, but that
Yep.
and Disney reemployed old boy too.
Which is
Insane.
fucking
Wilder.
crazy.
Like, that
Like
is
you went to jail, you had to
crazy.
declare that you are a sex
That's-
offender, and you still get hired to work with kids. Who's
like who?
Yes, Hollywood is awful.
Yeah, yeah.
What is going on, y'all? Like
when you see child actors grow up and go crazy?
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
all-
the thing.
all the
there's-
letters?
There's a history.
dear God,
Man, the letters.
the letters, bro. It's like how many people was like,
James Marsden.
yeah, man. Like come on, bro. Like
Crazy, man.
serious, but you gotta think too, like the way that like these executives have chokeholds on like these young people, bro. Like we're talking about the dude who probably helped Leonardo DiCaprio get his career started.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like James, I'm pretty sure it's probably the same thing with James Marsden. Like all these actors and actresses started off as child actors. Shit, Britney Spears is a child actress.
Also, a thing I noticed
I mean?
about the people. A thing that I noticed was that nobody hired a kid whose parents looked like they could afford a lawyer.
No,
Right.
That's
another thing, too.
That's
Yeah.
definitely true.
yeah, man. It's
Or actually cared.
yeah.
They were speaking up.
Well, there were 2 parents in the documentary who
They
one
were black?
kid actually fell out with his mom, one of the newer kids on all that, because he felt like she got him fired for all that because she was standing up for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They didn't stay around long.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it just goes to show, dog, like, this is so predatory, man. Watch out for your kids, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, watch who they around.
Or just have them be in church plays. You don't gotta have them.
Shit, I mean, but the other predator
Wait till they're in their 20s.
But it's like the other predator, though, was talking about some, like, it's ordained from God and blah, 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 like, speaking all Jesus did and writing manifestos about his, you know what I'm saying? Like,
This is true.
come on, dog.
Church
Like,
play is just the first thing that popped into my mind. Try to hang out with it.
ask your kids questions, listen to them, believe them. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure that there's an
Encourage them
open
to speak out.
you know, like open up a bridge of communication where they feel like they can actually share how they feel and what's going on. Like, you know, it's wild.
Even though
dog.
there will be predators trying to shut that connection down.
Yeah,
As
man.
this
Fuck
documentary
that, dude.
showed.
And they might have a bunch of other supporters that will continue to keep them paid
Yeah.
and get a better job. Like, what
When
the
they
hell?
showed the
Drake and
letters,
Josh,
I was like, I'll bet
bruh,
half
Sweet
these
Life
people.
Cody was longer, right? Like, didn't that
Yeah.
shit last longer than Drake and Josh?
I think so,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, man.
But my thing was, I
Got a
bet
spinoff.
the James Martins and all them were just like, oh, what? He would never, because white folks will stand up for each other like that.
Or just
What?
or stand
Racism?
down for
No.
each other.
Yeah.
I mean, they ain't gonna tell you everything, even if they know. But if they know, they'll keep their kids away.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
True.
Yeah,
I
just
guess that's the
don't,
ultimate test.
just
Do you
don't
let him
talk
hang
to
out
him.
with your kids?
Right. It's like, no, we heard some things. Just rather play it safe. Like, yeah, no. So
But
those
yeah,
Negro children.
listen to your kids, man.
Heard
Listen
that.
to your kids. And it's predators that don't want nothing to do with them except to turn them into something too.
For sure.
Like
Man, for
sports. Be careful.
Yeah, man.
The music, fine arts. Be careful.
Who was the coach? Was it an O State coach?
Are you talking
Like-
about?
You said
No.
Tressel? Was it Tressel?
Penn State.
You talking about Penn State? You're talking about Sandusky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry to bring the mood down, but yeah, most definitely that shit. It was a lot worse than I thought it was. and whatnot.
for
So,
sure.
I knew it was gonna be bad, but like it was pretty
Well,
damn.
it's
worse.
not even what it's gonna be. You know, I feel like what happens in these movements is one guy gets called out, and then other people feel more comfortable being like, "Hey, there was remember on all that there was the black girl, there was Keenan Kill, and a black teenager."
I remember.
She said in an interview, I was shocked that she didn't show up in this one. She said in interviews that like either somebody did or they tried when she was on all that, and how she got treated by Dan Snyder and all that shit. That shit's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, there's more to come. Unfortunately.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Fortunately for them, they need their stories.
Oh,
told,
absolutely.
but, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. But it's sad, man. It's fucked up and sad, and you know, I hope that he gets the, I don't know if it's like closure or whatever, you know what I mean, that he needs in this time, because it's horrible, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and have to be so quiet about all that for so long.
For sure.
Yeah. But
Never forget, man. Like they used to say, listen, Jeffrey Epstein, he got killed for that shit. It is deep. It's a bunch of rich white men who are sick.
It's true.
Watch yourselves.
There you go. These white men are dangerous. Quoting.
Very dangerous. They killed that man in jail.
There has to be a button.
He hung himself.
Oh, for real.
Hung himself. That's all that was.
Got him!
They put him in there with an ex-cop, and that ex-cop was like, "Damn, he killed himself. You see this?
That's crazy, dog.
He
That
put
ain't
the cuffs back
happening.
on real fast.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the shit I watched this week.
X-Men, also Dark Chick.
Oh, and new episode of Invincible, raw as fuck.
Did I watch a new episode?
came
Hey, actually, you know what?
Is it already out?
Well, the
I
last
didn't watch
week's,
the new
yeah, the new
Yeah,
episode from Wednesday. It was good. Also, not too much happened. You know,
It was just,
Hey, yo, kill this show.
you know.
we got Seth. Hey, shout out to Al Tamper.
What up?
Pow,
up, Al?
pow, pow, pow. Al, you got to come back on the show. I guess that,
Literally
yeah.
one of the funniest
Since we did.
Instagram stories ever.
Absolutely. Hot takes with Al Tamper. Go
Jeez.
check him out. Go check him out.
I'd be spending like a whole ass morning going through all of Al's fucking stories, dying.
And all them videos. I'm mad that they must have shut Crime Faces down a little bit. Cause that's how I kept up with Crime Faces via Al Tamper. Hands down, man down. You learn important lessons from that. Well, thank you, DJ Elokari. Next up, Ash got him.
Yeah. So, pretty much what everybody else has been talking about.
Back on my nigga name.
As I was talking to Kenny before we were on the show, my exposure to X-Men has really only been the live-action movies and X-Men Evolution.
I'm glad you prefaced whatever you're about to say with this.
Yes. So my knowledge of X-Men lore and dynamic, very limited, very skewed. That being said, without having seen the original series, I went into the first 2 episodes fairly okay. Like, I appreciate it really does just pick up where the last season ended 30 years ago. Like you just saw it yesterday. There's no last time on. There's no people really reiterating who they are, why we're here, our dilemma.
Where
It just
North
goes.
Nose went.
It just goes. I will say, I never. It's weird. Something about Cyclops never really resonated with
Be
me.
careful what you say now.
No, I mean,
Cyclops definitely has more fans now than he did in the
yeah, no,
original.
and this is what I'm saying.
Space, guys.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying this to say, Cyclops did nothing wrong in terms of introducing him as a character. If you're new to it, he has some of the coolest action scenes.
Absolutely.
He's trying to be a good leader.
Say it again.
You know, Xavier is gone. He's trying to hold up the mantle of what the school stands for. He's trying to get along with Logan.
Bro is
got a
out
thing
here
for his
versus
wife
X-Men.
and mother of his future child. But he is trying to make things work with this man. He ain't calling
Yes,
him out
if
a
he's the
name.
Marvel's top
He ain't kicking him off the team. He's holding him accountable. He's doing the best he can. He really is.
He's just a little guy.
But something about him, it doesn't feel right.
Light racism. We gotta call it what it is. He's a Captain America ass nigga. It's okay.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I like Steve Rogers. But Scott Summers, something about him is like, has he ever owned a tiki torch?
Hey.
Look, listen.
I do feel like maybe Scott Bush.
Listen, I'm just saying, I know how unfounded my feelings should be.
They're not.
Given the evidence they've shown us. There's no reason for me to feel like he's not trustworthy or not
Oh, he's
a
extremely
worthwhile.
trustworthy. He also has a Malcolm X phase in the books.
He does.
I believe
Either way.
Kenny, is Cyclops currently in jail?
Yes.
Wow.
But that's the thing. He was in the phase you speak about Malcolm X. I kind of wish we'd stop doing it, but it's sort of a valid take on his separating himself from the X-Men and creating his own team of X-Men, who are more extreme in their belief of new revolution and liberation.
But I don't know that. All I'm going on
I mean, you know it now.
is 2 episodes
Sorry.
of
Continue.
X-Men 97.
If you want that story, that's called X-Men Schism.
So
And I can send you videos. They're usually motion comics of these stories, or just people talking about the story.
yeah,
Shout out to Red Blood.
there's a lot that has come out just within the last couple of days of discussing that has piqued my interest of reading the comics. Mainly the love triangle that is Jean, Scott, Logan.
Did you add White Queen in there?
Yeah, it's a quadrangle.
Did you add Storm?
Storm?
One Cyclops.
I already know. I already know.
Let's not forget that.
At some point, Storm has been with Wolverine and.
Oh yeah, she got that 5 feet of fury.
She sure did.
She like them beastly.
That was when they were in the future. So I don't know how
Hanging on to his chest hairline.
Either way.
You know I'm keeping that.
Either way. Overall, I have found things about X-Men 97 that I enjoy. I mean, the theme song. For them
It sounds really familiar. I feel like I heard
for
it.
them to put a skip intro. How dare they? Ain't nobody skipping this intro.
I didn't even think
There's
so.
people like me who just want story.
No.
To the meat.
I
Guess what I
like the
did?
song. I like the song.
I
I'm a
said
listener.
how-
I'm someone who watches the intros.
Oh,
At
right,
least
right,
once,
right.
especially with anime.
Yeah.
I don't care how spoilery it's gonna be. Credit to credit's due. Somebody had to animate that intro. You're gonna get at least one watch. And if the
They got
music's
one
good,
watch for the first episode.
and if the music's good,
Everyone.
I'm watching it every time.
Yep.
Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah.
Mashal. Mashal season 2.
Facts.
Come on.
There's a
Anyway.
track that just like it stayed in my YouTube playlist. It was a repeat.
Yeah. But yeah. So I'm enjoying X-Men 97. Mostly for the visuals. I like Magneto.
Well, say my guy Magneto was like, "Did you just shoot my? You know what? Fuck this." Grabbed everybody. It was like, "Let me show you the Earth from way the fuck up here." Number one, I could drop you right now.
He's trying so hard. Like every time he has to say that mutants and humans have to get along, he's like,
Takes that
nagging.
pause. Have to cooperate.
I'm this close. Don't let me drop you or let you down.
I don't want to let you down. I would hate to let you down.
Or would I?
And Gambit. Hoping for some more Gambit.
Oh man, he was standing
My
outside of
favorite
that
combo.
office.
Listen.
I don't know where that's going.
Again,
Remy LeBeau.
this is probably the most. I didn't expect X-Men to be so soap opera-ish.
Oh, really?
It's
Well,
the most soap opera
again,
shit. It's soap
I actually
opera
did
shit.
say
The
that she did
three-
No, I get it. I get it.
Live action
Yeah.
and X-Men Evolution. That is
No,
all
it's
I've had to
bad
go on.
soap opera.
Yeah.
And at the time with Evolution, that was like the trend for
I forgot about X-Men Evolution.
Facts. It was hard.
I remember
hero,
that
for
Apocalypse
hero cartoon.
real white.
You have them set. You have them set in high school, and they're teenagers, and all their drama.
They hold their books like this.
Yeah, they're
They do.
going through issues.
And the girls all dance like this. It's one animation.
Right, but X-Men to be mostly like mid-20s and older people. I don't know. I guess I was expecting more action,
I think like
but
Jubilee would be like.
They were in the club. It might have been an
At
18
least-
and older club. Though.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
either way, I'm actually enjoying the more interpersonal dramas than the like wide scale mutants versus humans genocide stories. You know, we got a whole like evil twin situation going on. That's like quintessential
Why they gotta be
soap
evil, though?
opera.
Why
Listen,
gotta
when
be
you
evil,
see
though?
who made that twin,
Well, I say evil
it's gonna be
twin.
some shit.
I say evil twin in the sense that, like, in the soap opera, there's always somebody coming out with a mustache, and they're the bad twin. I'm not
This is a
saying.
very old person reference, but I thought of evil Michael Knight on Knight Rider. How, what's his name?
You are alone on that one, sir.
I know. I'm 41. But they made David
thing.
Hasselhoff a little darker and with facial hair.
Yeah.
That
That's
means
racist.
In this
it
case,
is.
I don't
Black
know if this second person popping off is necessarily
That's what they did to him.
evil, but it's still a twin.
Yeah. Well, a clone.
Time travel.
Yeah.
There's weddings, pregnancies, love triangles.
Black Rider.
You
All
know,
of these things. Basketball.
there's two love triangles. Oh, and they gave them nipples. I'm not
Did they
used
give
to
nipples?
see. Yes, they have nipples.
They didn't have nipples before? Oh, yeah, they didn't. I don't think the animation was good enough.
Oftentimes,
No, it was fine.
they don't draw male nipples in like animations. So I notice it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Shout outs to male nipples.
I got 2 of them myself.
Free the nip.
Anyway, and then on top of that, I'm watching Invincible. They don't have nipples. I don't think they do.
I think they do.
The fact that you hit so hard after we were talking about nipples, I don't want that to just get glossed over.
Pause.
I'm gonna go back and check, but they have very simple animation in Invincible, and I'm being distracted by like the gore more often than not.
You're like, do they got titty or no?
I mean, there's so much going on. I don't have enough time to like focus on it. It's covered in blood.
That's true.
Like this episode, picking up from last episode, and who actually died actually shocked me.
Ooh, don't say it.
I'm
I
not
haven't watched
saying.
it yet.
Like if
Don't
you
describe
read the
it yet.
comics, you can't even go by comic logic. Like some people will watch the show thinking like, oh, I know how this is gonna end because I read the comic, and they just be switching shit.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Yeah, but this Invincible compared to X-Men is more the quintessential fighting type stuff. Like you have Mark trying to deal with being a hero in a normal life, but they're really not focusing on that as much as I thought they would. And I don't care. I don't care. Just break up with Amber already. Like y'all ain't doing shit.
Why trying to
with
put
her.
the sister by herself?
I'm saying.
Because they pretty much nuked her character. She ain't nothing of what she was in season 1.
Hey, the show just started.
It just started back.
Oh, it started back. Yeah, the show did. Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't
you're
just
right. You see, it's
Her character's not what it was in season 1. She's boring. You just wasted a black character for no reason. There was no reason to make her black.
There was a reason, and
mean,
it
she
was
was
so
annoying in
that
the
white
first
people
season,
would
though,
feel
too,
comfortable with their guilt.
I didn't
That's
say
true.
she was annoying in this season.
Served
I'm
the
saying
purpose.
that she's unnecessary compared to the first season.
That's true.
Like their conflict in the first season was very forced and annoying to me. And now she's like overcompensating for how she acted in the first season, trying to be overly understanding and trying to make it work.
That seems
Like,
pretty
girl.
positive.
I was gonna.
I know it seems positive, but that's also boring.
That's
Like,
valid.
I mean, it's
there was a
I was with you until the boring part.
yeah. Nowadays, you gotta make shit
It's boring because
controversial.
she's not
make it
who
fun.
she was in the first season. She's being overly accommodating so that there isn't any conflict. And they kind of
I
go
also think
over.
that was a. I felt like they overwrote her character. Like that was more of a character flaw than making her being this character who has these emotions. It just came off as like you said overall. I think they just pulled back on it and just
I
started
agree.
writing.
Yeah,
Because I didn't think she was annoying, but I definitely was like, wow, this character doesn't, this emotion doesn't match.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
And
And going into this season, they're like trying to make her overly accommodating, and so there's like a
I haven't seen
scene.
that last episode. I can't say that. I gotta listen to the first half of the season.
Yeah, and so with this latest episode,
Okay.
where before she would confront Mark with her dissatisfaction with him, like when she called him out, like, I'm not mad you're a hero, I'm mad you lied to me. Like just being able to express why she's upset with him. Cool. But now, instead of saying that to him, she's talking to Eve.
Yeah.
And
The
it's
bride's
like,
telling the truth now.
Yeah.
and it's like, talk to your boyfriend. These are concerns you should bring up with your boyfriend, and bringing them up doesn't mean you're being a bitch. Y'all gotta talk about this. They had a whole scene. They had a whole scene.
Boy, they're like freshmen in
where-
college. Break up.
Right. It's your freshman year. Come on now. But
She is dating a super nigga though. Like, I don't know. You giving advice like a regular relationship.
He wasn't spaced months at a time.
Yeah.
and that's why I understand why she went to Eve. Just like, you're a hero.
Hey, super
You've
person.
dated before.
Yeah.
You've dated another superhero before.
But her superhero boyfriend was trash.
Trash. And he came back asking her to do shit.
Even Eve was like, I'm embarrassed to even said I dated him. But yeah, overall, where Invincible lacks in the interpersonal stuff, it excels in the action and the stakes for me. So, I'll go to X-Men for the drama, Invincible for the action.
There you go. Shout out to
Also, I
Image
just like the dynamic of Cecil and just everyone around him.
When I tell you, I would have kicked that baby this season. I'm like,
no one trusts him. He don't seem to even care if you trust him or not. Him and Donald
Somebody
are
described
like,
him as evil Batman without a suit.
Yeah.
teleporting places.
Yeah, he can teleport. Yeah. That shit fucked up. That little baby though.
You want me to raise your kid?
That's the problem. You can't.
That baby.
I'll raise that baby.
Turn him into American Vitruvian Thanos.
Yo, baby gonna be strong hanging out with me. I'm having that motherfucker doing pull up.
Can't stop him.
Strong ass baby.
And like I
And
said,
he gonna die when he 30. You can't do nothing with that.
Hey, we only got a little bit of
probably live to
time.
be like 100.
Put this nigga in the field tomorrow.
Bro gonna die when he's 68.
He has Viltrumite, so he's probably gonna last
Cecil don't give a
this
fuck.
long.
Hey, fire the field staff.
Tomorrow.
Put that one kid in there. Done.
Donald whooping that kid ass anyway.
No, not Donald.
I'm fucking around.
Cecil.
I'm talking about Donald super nigga ass.
Nah, Donald, he got his own issues
The guy that
he's
did
dealing
the
with.
Terminator thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I feel sorry for him, because my thing is, if you gonna save me and put me in an exoskeleton, just tell me. Like, tell me. I'ma have residual trauma regardless.
See, my
Tell
question
me
is,
so I'm not questioning myself.
is his contracts that he signed when he got employed, are those still valid? Do they stop when you die? Or was Cecil like, no?
He's
'cause
not
you ain't-
dead.
You're not going to die.
His brain was still functional.
He's still signed to death row. He in a 360 deal with
He
the
never
government.
really died.
He
His
still
brain was
owes,
still viable.
Sally
So
Mae money.
the contract,
It was like, no, then you,
the
died, you wouldn't
contract
be
is still
standing
is
here.
in.
Yeah, no.
But
But did you die?
But did you die?
you still me in a new body and you still give me a big ass forehead.
You couldn't have got rid of this? You couldn't have put
I
some
couldn't
more
get
hair
more
on it?
titties. You put me in a new body anyway.
Couldn't give me some muscle or something? I still look like Dilbert.
They said
He
straight.
showed, dude. He showed, dude, bro. They fucked him up, bro.
Shout out to Reckless TLS. Reckless Stilts. Shout out to you for these eye emojis.
Not sure what it's for, but
TLS.
yeah.
They're
So
reckless is what they are.
Recklessly
it'll
eyeballing.
be a fun season of action.
Oh, for sure.
I mean the
Well, a fun two more.
yeah, it's like 2 more episodes of
Yeah.
Invincible, but shit, even my anime season, I gotta reevaluate what's going on into the spring because we're solo leveling is wrapping up next week. And that's pretty much the only action I was watching. Yeah, I'll have to report back next week once all my anime has wrapped up.
Well, next week is Easter. I'm gonna be.
Well, week after that, because then we'll definitely be within the spring anime season.
For sure. Well, we look forward to that report, Ash. Got him. Thank you for that blurt out.
Steve,
We got
Very
you.
different.
Kenny?
did you?
This is on me.
Kenny.
Kenneth.
Before I talk about X-Men, let's talk a little wrestling.
Ooh.
Crazy.
This week's AEW was really good.
Hey.
Even though I still
For
haven't
real.
seen the third hour, YouTube TV has managed to lose the third hour
Oops.
Yeah.
because it happened the same night. So I'm a little annoyed about that. But what I did see, was really good. The Edge versus Christian TNT title match. Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
that was a tremendous piece of wrestling.
That fun.
Elgin, did you see all of it?
Huh?
Did you watch all of it?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was a stellar week of wrestling for AEW. Really, really well done. The Okada match.
I was about to say the Okada match.
Is Okada a person or a kind of man?
Kucho. I can't talk today. I cannot talk today. Okada was he the longest reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion?
He was yes.
Grocery store.
Yeah,
He was the longest, and he also held some other titles in New Japan. But yeah, he came in like
the
first, basically his first match here in AEW, first singles match, his title match, and he knocked out the park.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eddie Kingston. Bummed he lost.
Yeah.
But
I knew he was gonna get that ass.
that was a
whooped.
hard hit.
It's like, you ain't gonna win this one, Eddie. I'm sorry, bruh. Nah. Ain't gonna happen, bruh. You got that ass beat.
I see Okada starting a solid run here up to the tournament for the rest of the year. So I'm super hyped to see where this goes.
How long have Edge and Christian been on AEW?
Edge has been there for almost less than a year. Christian has been there for almost 3.
Wow.
Yes, 3 years.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's done really well too. Like he's really did. Like his heel work has been really fantastic. He's known right now
Definitely
for.
pictured him doing the heel toe.
No.
You were like his heel work. I was like, oh no, that's not what he was.
He's good at being the bad guy, man.
He's good at being the bad guy.
I'm crying.
This dude, if you got a dead parent, like a dead father, like he's going after you.
He's like,
it's a
I heard
combination
about
of him.
you. Your father?
What is he on?
He's just like, I heard about you, your father,
Like, what?
and your dad's dead. He's like,
So I can be your father.
yeah, literally.
It's the greatest thing ever. And it works. It makes everybody like just go,
He's
just
like
like,
crazy.
oh, every time.
So wait, is he's just mentioning this to people, or like he's going around?
Yes.
No,
No,
like, are you a legacy fighter? Is your dad dead?
well, no, it's
Look,
okay.
his dad is dead. Yo, it's if their dad is dead.
Just know it's coming.
He calls it out.
Bro, he
Every
Not
time.
okay.
Yeah, man, it's one of them situations where it's like, if you know somebody on the roster and they don't have a dead daddy, you know that Christian's on his way to get him.
Christian's gonna find
it's
out.
fucked
like,
up,
if your
man.
father dies,
Nah, bro.
It's not good.
little bell.
You gotta fade that man immediately.
I mean, pretty much it.
We gotta take
No
you out of here.
question,
This is not
bro.
okay.
He's like, not only is your dad, like he's like, not only is your dad dead, but I should be your father.
Yeah, I'm
I
going,
should be your father.
Damn.
It's like,
I'm going
I can
off
be a
script.
better father to you.
Wait.
Yeah, he gets slapped.
Like, look at your life.
It's like, I looked up your dad, and I know that he was a former wrestler, but I had to turn it off because he wasn't that good. And also, he's dead. I was like, damn, man.
Yeah, I'm going off script for real.
Like, my goodness.
Like, nah, bro.
I might be okay until we get to the back, but when we get to the back, I'm be like, hey, who wrote that? Did you write that?
Yeah.
He wrote that.
Man.
It's like now wrestlers who have dead dads like, hey man, you know Christian, I would like to get on camera. I have a dead dad.
Good.
If you have
Team it up. We'll put you out there in the ring and your dad's dead. Yeah.
That's a hell of a gimmick right there. Boy.
yeah,
Man.
That's what your dad did before he died.
yeah.
We're not back in the big boss man days or the nail days.
Why Vince?
Forget Big Boss Man killed a dog and fed the dead dog to Al's soul.
Yeah.
Big Boss Man was a shitty cop.
Yeah.
Facts.
That kind of mad.
Did he kill a dog because he's a cop? Because you know dogs be
He
shooting.
killed the
Cops
dog
be shooting dogs all the
Because
time.
it was just the man's dog.
Punk
And it
ass.
fed it to him.
Okay.
And then they had a match with dogs around the ring. And all the dogs.
One of the worst matches of all time.
About to say them dogs was probably
Awful.
uncomfortable. They're like, why are these people screaming? Why am I here?
Yeah, shout
Someone
out to
please pet
Pharaoh,
me.
Cody
Overstimulation,
Rhodes,
man.
dog, who they had to
Yeesh.
not be able to bring out no more because he scared of all that damn pyro that Cody.
Pyro,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Like, calm your ass down, bro. You about to scare the fuck out of your dog.
So I
Yeah,
don't even
you know,
like blackjack. So you set up
The wide world of wrestling is rich indeed. I mean, the WWE tape is, we're still on the road to WrestleMania. Woohoo!
Not a very good promo by Cody and Roman. It was a little boring.
Yeah, I heard most of it. Saw most of it. It was actually pretty expected. And we just have a week left, I guess, before WrestleMania. I don't know. Time is a circle. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm honestly was never a fan of enjoying. I'm sorry, wanting to see The Rock versus Roman ever. So the fact that we still have to see The Rock wrestle, possibly twice.
Does he wear the armband? Because
What?
if he doesn't, I don't know if I want to see it. Because if he's not,
Yeah, of
the
course he's gonna
armband,
wear the
like, throwing it
armband.
into the crowd.
Oh yeah, like he's gonna come with the bells and whistles.
Okay, I was
He
about
might
to
get
say.
something on fire, you know, do a little. Little rock cooking, do his tough thing, you know.
Do the tough thing, nah.
I like that.
You know, like it's gonna be The Rock, but those days are past. Like this nigga talk too long. Like that shit was fine when like we wanted to people talk. But like I'm over here to watch people wrestle now. Like nigga, you talk too much. Like you signed up the punchline to a joke, but if you take 30 minutes to do it, like I don't care. But there are people that eat that shit up and that's great. But it's not me, like, and it's kind of brought down the stuff with Cody and Roman Reigns that suffered because of it.
Yeah, true.
Like they was like the niggas saying I'm like you're welcome. I'm just like okay, cool. But to other people it's entertaining and a certain level it is, but they just keep going. Like that was the one thing about that's been the one thing that's been better since production has changed now the Triple H is in charge. Everything moves at a fairly decent pace. Like if you watch the NXT or you watch Dynamite or even TNA, there's a reason about like talking. But like they always bring back the action, bring back what's going on in the ring. WWE probably don't care about that. And all this with The Rock is brought it all to a grind and a halt. So it's just like 2 hours, like
Can you real
45
quick,
minutes.
where your face is right now, you sound more clear than when you get closer to your mic.
What, like me right here?
Yeah, when you're right there, it gets a little muffled. When you're like over here, it sounds better.
Oh, wait, let me fix the stand.
There you go.
Hey.
There you
Better now?
Yeah. Wow.
Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
sounded good shit.
go.
Oh yeah, he didn't have the mic turned to me correctly. I was I was fixing it and Anyway. SmackDown would be better if he wasn't there.
Well,
But
is SmackDown
besides
named
that-
after The Rock?
Yeah, like it is a show. Like it's a show. Like he has every right to go like play his balls and do what the fuck he wants. But it's just like this could have waited until after this. You know what I'm saying?
We're not, you know.
No, not happening at all. Yeah, but I mean when you gotta cover up sexual abuse, it's pretty cool when you can have Dwayne The Rock Johnson and just say, "Hey, bro, I see that DC shit is bombing out. How about you come over here and we pay you to make niggas forget?" Because wrestling fans are pretty fickle. Yeah. So that's also the major reason is that, which you gotta think, don't you feel like you're being used a little bit? Like, I guess the bag is just that big that you can just go with it. So, once again, morals, when I have to watch my entertainment, they aren't there.
It is hard.
It was like,
2024.
great segue to having Disney Plus let you watch X-Men. Speaking of another company with no morals, I too have been watching X-Men, and the first 2 episodes so goddamn good.
I was not expecting it. Come on, man. I wasn't expecting to see Cyclops sliding around.
Cyclops from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like, bro was doing the combos from the game. It was wonderful. It was.
Put some respect.
It was
God.
really good.
He ain't got no more talk.
I will. One issue that I did have with was that like they keep whitewashing black characters. Roberto, Sunfire is Afro-Brazilian. Bro is pretty, like, his dark skin is kind of wrapped up in his origin. So the fact that he still...
They still can't do it. They were like, we got 2 black.
Yeah, like, it's still...
We don't need 3.
Like, he's dark. But, like, he's not what he is in the book. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like... And also... it's one of those things in Hollywood, again, where, like, they also don't cast the correct actor or who's acted for the voice. But that's my one nitpick. But besides that, it's still immediately out the gate far more diverse than the original show, which is always nice. But that secondary, like, that's not even the story. I think just the actual story itself, like the where they pick up, it's just they want you to. There's so much story actually happening in the background. Like, I don't know if people noticed that, like, there were so many views doing things freely and openly. Like, even though you see the Morlocks in the scene where, like, they're off in the alley, off out of the scene, where, like, you wouldn't really notice it because they want you to put it in the foreground. Where this happened back there with Morlocks, and there was a newspaper that had a character, I can't remember her power. She's a Muslim student. He's turned his hand, but she was on the front page of the newspaper. Like, they had so many just
powers in the club without security approaching her.
Yeah, bro. I was just wondering. She didn't set up no alarms or nothing.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Jubilee had set up all her, like, sparklers in the club, and she ain't set up no fire alarms and shit.
So there's an actual explanation as to why Jubilee has the ability to, like, not produce smoke unless you want to. So basically, she controls fire and the fireworks at a subatomic level. So, like, her power can be as bright as she wants it to be, or as smoky or not smoky that she wants it to be, based on, like,
she can have that smoke or not have that smoke.
So that is your X-Men text for the night. But no, the show did a really good job of, like, showing how the bigotry of the world is still as palpable now in real time as it is in the show. And like you brought it up, like, Magneto, like, his scene with the UN is incredibly powerful and necessary. And that was the second episode, right?
Yeah. I didn't know it came out weekly. I was looking at bootleg sites like, why can't I find episode 3?
Yo, each episode
is a bunch
only
of
30 minutes.
Third episode. I'm a little pissed.
Like, in 30 minutes, like, time, you told all these really solid stories.
Mhm.
Because I felt like we didn't even have because I read so many comic books and you're working on the story, you see so much Wolverine. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel like he was just shoehorned as a focal point. Like he actually felt like he was a member of the team. And a lot of that is because, not because of the character himself, it's kind of like that way originally. It's just that a lot of people got into the Hollywood version of Wolverine and kind of ran with that into the
My
comics.
least favorite, maybe anything.
Yes.
Is Hollywood.
So, like, thankfully
Logan
the
really
comic
was a good
oil is pulled back. And like Wolverine does have his own solo, but like he's not always going to be the focal point of also other X-Men books.
For sure.
So to still see that gap in here, and actually see him really like be gelled into like really well-oiled machine of the team, it was solid. It was really. So in fact, that was really nuts. It still feel like we have too much else to see.
Oh, for sure.
And especially with it being Rogue, Storm, I am fascinated just to see how much time they put into that story. Or if we, just because, like, once again, it'll be their own takes on classic Claremont stories. So it'll be fascinating to see how, like, we see each character's growth. And like with Jean Grey, because I didn't see that happening so quickly.
I figured when they showed her pregnant, I was like, "Oh, good, we're getting that story."
Yeah.
And I really feel like they'll do it justice because that cartoon.
Into your
always, I feel like they're going to do it justice if that's where they're going, which we know they are. But because they've always adapted the shit very well with that cartoon.
Agreed. So it's just nice to just carry on that tradition, but also still new and be refreshing. And not big of a retread. Like, it all feels like, okay, everything is absolutely moved forward. And I kind of hope that more shows like kind of take that route. If we're going to kind of keep refreshing stories, let's start using other storylines.
Yeah, we don't need another Dark Phoenix.
No, we don't.
No, we
Even
don't.
though the Dark Phoenix
We do not.
is part of the story that we might get still,
Not like
but
that.
that's still
At least it'll be a
different from what we had in the past.
Yeah,
Yeah. We'll take the Dark Phoenix, but not the Order of the Phoenix.
yeah.
Leave that behind.
It's like Batman's origin. We don't need to see the pearls hit the ground.
Definitely don't.
Seen them.
No more Joker stuff.
Poor Martha.
Oh yeah, did you all see that the Joker is going to be like a 2-hour jukebox movie?
No.
It's going to be like a musical essentially.
Well,
I'm not watching that.
I'll
I'll watch a
I'm
TV
not
Joker
watching
movie
that
before that.
I'm just really tired of seeing news about it, and I just like couldn't believe that.
I mean, I guess.
So this is one of those where like if I know, I'll make sure y'all know that too. We can suffer together.
Thank you.
Team suffering.
Team suffering.
Kenny, does that wrap up your blurt up?
Oh hell yeah, brother.
Thank you kindly.
No,
Now
thank you
for
kindly.
our guests,
We in here.
we gonna start off on the left. Prophet. What you got?
What did I do? I've been watching a lot of videos for this Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Okay.
Like, I'm very excited for that.
Be careful, they gonna tell way too much shit. Nigga, I don't want to know.
Hey, certain stuff I already know, so I ain't tripping too much. Besides that, what else did I do?
What you got something you're looking forward to seeing in Deadpool 3?
Really, the cameos. Like,
this one, hella cameos.
I want to see like who exactly plays certain variants, because I know it's gonna be like multiple Wolverine variants, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring back the X-Men as well, like the Fox version.
That's
of
what
X-Men.
made me not like Deadpool 2. When they came back, I was like, man, fuck this. Why?
Yeah, that did piss
Let him
me off.
die. Leave him dead.
Yes, please.
Also, that Deadpool 2 Colossus, terrible.
Absolutely.
Terrible. And he was built funny.
I did like the Juggernaut though.
I like the way the
I like the
Juggernaut
Juggernaut,
looked,
too.
but here's my thing: if Juggernaut is running at you and you trip him, you're not just gonna be able to knock him down. His power is that he keeps running.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk smacked him on the back, and he ran into a lake because he couldn't stop himself from running.
I still haven't seen Deadpool 2. I just can't do it.
You don't got to. It had it had a few high points, but it wasn't.
I enjoyed it enough.
The first one is better.
The first one, I like the first one.
Yeah, I wasn't mad they made it.
Forgettable.
Yeah, it was forgettable, but it's still worth your time.
Yeah, I remember it.
I think more people were infatuated with that trailer than what the end of that movie.
Yeah,
probably.
I was into it.
Yeah,
I fuck with it.
Yeah,
I see the vision. It's Ryan Reynolds, man.
Yeah, like I don't think they're gonna mess up with this movie, honestly.
Because it is the third movie.
It is. Yeah,
That's
it is
when
the
they
third. But come on now, if they can't do that, we finally got Wolverine
could.
in Marvel, and y'all gonna.
I said they could.
They could.
They could, but
They
like.
could.
I don't wanna
They would lose a
shit on
fan.
your parade. But
I was gonna say.
They would definitely lose a fan if they did mess that movie up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the ball has been in their court before, and they did bounce that motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying the last year of Marvel films just did okay.
say it again.
The last year of Marvel films have just been okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they haven't been bad,
No,
but
definitely not.
they've just been there.
Mm-hmm.
So I that's what the thing where I'm just like, this is gonna be a better movie because it's Marvel's involved with this, it's not just Sony. But that's just the budget. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Marvel's
It'll be
involvement doesn't do it for me. Like for yeah.
It's a lot of I see what you're saying.
Oh god.
I agree.
I can't be
understand.
like, oh, it's guaranteed to be good.
Hell no.
I tell people all the
Yeah,
time,
that's
like
what
I was a
people
Wu
like
Tang
that.
fan. I know what it looks like when the ship is sinking.
Yeah.
Like, it went from
Chill.
oh shit, we can count on this for anything, and then it's like, hey, that last one was bad. That last oh no, the last 5 were bad. Might be time to hop off of this one.
I had to.
they pushed back late. So yeah, you know they tight right now.
Ooh, I hope that don't get the Gambit treatment. I really hope it
It
doesn't.
won't.
Who was supposed to play him? I always
Channing
forget his
Tatum.
name. Yeah, that would have been.
Channing.
That was so funny.
That would have been it. He'd have been out there like Mona Me.
I'm crying.
I feel like he would have figured it out. It either was going to be that he did a great job and the rest of the shit was just going to fall apart, or he was going to do Magic Mike, throwing some cards that can light up sometimes. I don't know. They were definitely not going to do that justice.
Be out there with a trench coat on, no shirt.
No shirt. Not an X in sight.
Make sure.
X tattoo on his chest or some shit. You know how they do.
I got an X tattoo on my hand. That's what.
That's where the power comes
It
from.
lights up every time I throw a card. High chance of that being bad.
But besides that, really dissecting this Kendrick verse, man. Like,
Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've seen a lot of breakdowns, and I wish. So I see a lot of verses broken down, and my reaction is like, "Come on, man, we're pulling here." But the fact that it's Kendrick's, like, he may have meant every single third color in there, you know.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah,
For sure.
We were talking about that earlier today. I just sent it to the group.
Sorry,
I'm like,
which verse?
the
Kendrick verse.
Kendrick made a new verse.
on a future song called Like That.
Tearing that ass up.
But yeah, we were talking about it. I was like, some of those, only one of those was a reach, and he's done things like all of that before. So I'm like, all right, well,
yeah.
if they had said that I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, but if they had said that somebody said something, it would have been a tough day if they said Big Sean meant all of that.
Hey,
Wait,
up?
explain that.
What? Because Big Sean is a very intentional lyricist, but his intentions are not always the best. That's the best way I can put it. I think Big Sean has not yet realized that Drake ran with his flow for long enough that he needs to switch it.
Yeah.
Because it does just wrap back around to people saying that his work sounds like Drake. because Drake did it with better punchlines.
Yeah, yeah. That and people don't stay as informed as they should.
Yeah, I also still want to whoop his ass for saying wobbly wobbly wobble wobble to start the race too. So I will admit that that's a bias, but yeah, nah. If people were like, yeah, he really did mean to sub all those people, I'd be like, I haven't seen him do that before, so I don't know if he did. But Kendrick meant that shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
In this breakdown conversation, what are some highlights that we can share with our two watchers?
I'm listening to the song now.
Yeah.
I'm reminded why I don't really listen to many rap artists. Male ones at that. I prefer Kendrick.
I respect it. I respect it. For sure.
Like, these first couple lyrics, what we putting in people's nose?
Yo, you should just try to remember how to rhyme. You know what I mean?
It sounds very, the pacing is very da 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 da.
Yeah. You gotta lean all over
Like,
the
this
stuff.
sucks. I don't like the flow. I don't like the flow.
Are we talking about Future?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Future?
Future.
Yeah. Because how many people on this? Was this Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick?
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's like, hey, Future. The track was over. The track's over, bro. It's done.
No.
The song's done, bro. It's nothing. Stop. Like,
Like it ain't done until I get my points.
no. Like we did a breakdown. Like even you could tell. Like Metro Boomin was like, "Hey, dog, I'm just gonna turn you."
Let's also
not
not
listening
like
to Future.
Future wants to be the best rapper in the world. Future's just like, I'm on the song. The song is hot. I'm gonna get my points off of it.
Yo.
If he want to do that, he'll do it by himself. Right there, he was just like, "This is a Future song featuring Kendrick. Y'all not ready for this one." But you can see his intentions. Cody and Crazy is very lyrical. That was not.
Hey yo, but you the funny thing about it too, like even if you look up the song, like Kendrick's name is not on the song.
It's not. That's the point.
The third one.
That's what I mean. All he did was rap long enough for you to realize he was on the song. It's just like this. It's just like the first and second half of Throwaway. This whole song was the first half of Throwaway with a Kendrick verse.
Man.
Second half of Throwaway, he got you.
So
Future is a diabolical nigga.
What's the consensus for the song, in your opinion? Y'all like this song?
I mean, the
yeah.
beat is goofy and fun, and Kendrick kills that shit, and Future is there too.
Right.
I mean, I don't really care for Future. Like I like some of Future music, but
I like where that ass was at.
I disagree with you.
This is one of those songs
Shit
where
hard,
you're just listening to it because of the
It is.
yeah,
I do care for it.
absolutely,
It's
just for the
perfect
Future.
weed smoking song.
This is a controversial
Because
song.
he did exactly what I've been waiting on him to do. Like I've been waiting
Who,
on him to
Kendrick
send.
or
Yeah,
Future?
no, Kendrick. I mean, I've been
Future
waiting on
is
him
there.
to send a shot at
He's
Drake.
not on the song, y'all.
Yeah,
There are
he just-
great Future songs.
just
On this album,
asking.
Wait,
just
I want to get what Prophet just said. Could you repeat that?
I said I've been waiting for Kendrick to take a shot at Drake, basically, because like I know they've been sneak dissing each other for years, so it's like it's about time that somebody actually shot. You feel me? Like, and rap needed that.
I mean, he been shooting at Drake for a long time.
Drake been
Yeah,
shooting at him
but
for a long time.
Not
Ain't
in
nobody
that
said no
way
names.
though. Not in that way though. Like it was like
But he
very
did say
clear.
in Control. He said Drake.
He did say Drake,
yeah.
but he named 10 other people.
Okay,
Mac
well,
Miller,
this
him
actually-
saying that he want Mac Miller and Drake on the same plate is not really the same as dissing Drake.
But
to me.
we know that Mac Miller wasn't even there though.
That's the point. He dissed the dude whose song it was. Like that's. I think that
Exactly.
was the larger point.
Uh-huh.
He just named other people because he could, but like.
All right, well, that gives me something to look forward to because right now it is 34 seconds into the song. I had to pause. I'm like, I don't like nothing about what he rapping about.
Skip to the part of the verse that says, "Okay, let's get it, bro."
Oh God.
Yeah, I generally, I'm the same when it comes to rap features. Like if I see Kendrick's gonna be on the track, I'm gonna listen to it. If I see Anderson .Paak is on something, I'm gonna listen to it. And
Absolutely.
they're usually always my favorite part. Always.
They want it to be. That's the thing. I think the
And it's something
intentionality
about
is
the West
important.
Coast rappers too, because Kendrick and Anderson .Paak are
LA?
from California.
Yep.
LA?
And they have that same kind of cadence in their rapping that I'm kind of hearing in like Doja Cat, like her latest album.
She makes LA music too.
I see what you're saying.
It was starting to sound the same,
Yeah. Well,
but I like it.
let's get this shit. Both of their introduction to the game was largely through the not through the Compton album, but through Compton. Anderson .Paak was mostly on the Compton album.
Yeah.
But it was the same scene, the same sonic. So a lot of what Anderson .Paak is gonna do rapping is gonna be like what he would do over Dr. Dre production. So that's why sometimes Kendrick gonna sound like Eazy-E, even though he actually wrote the words.
Man.
Hey
Even
man,
though he actually wrote the word. Shout out to Ice Cube.
Shout out Ice Cube.
Facts.
We are not there yet.
So what is Prophet? What's Drake gonna do?
shit.
Not shit.
I was about to say because what's Drake's diss record? Like
he may tuck
Meek
his
Mill.
pajama clothes again. I don't know.
He only goes after the low hanging fruit.
yeah, he's today's Eminem.
I don't know. He gonna have to do something because you can't Meek
ain't
Mill
that
your way out of this like you did with me.
Yeah,
It's not like you going to get Pusha T either, and I still don't think he won that Pusha T battle.
No,
He didn't win anything. To be fair.
Facts, that too.
Nah, man, Pusha
But-
T won that.
Absolutely.
Objectively.
I mean, dog, he made him reveal a kid.
You
bro.
are.
You are hiding the child.
Let that boy come home.
You lost, bro. Like, you put your child a part of Adidas line just so you can
was,
walk home. You lost.
a first round
brought that boy
knockout.
home, man.
Like, damn.
Then Drake was like, "All right, fine."
Yo, I'm mad. The funny thing is, like, I actually met Push after that shit. I was like,
Oh yeah,
that's
you did.
crazy.
You did.
mean as fuck for that.
That's crazy.
Like,
But was he really though?
Who said don't fuck with a black man with plaits in the 2020s because he's not gonna win? Like, still,
Everyone.
if he's still wearing plaits,
lost, bro. You fucking lost.
Oh
he
god.
could have changed. He don't got to.
But
It
yeah,
was a great song. Like, that's what I said. Like, Drake is the Michael Jackson of rap. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he's gonna make great music, but he's not gonna, like, ultimately.
I don't know. Michael Jackson's later music. What do he have? Invincible. You should be. Oh, my girl will kill me for this. You should feel threatened by me. Is a Michael Jackson lyric, and I want to say a Michael Jackson hook.
that's actually crazy.
When Michael Jackson passed, he was like, "Listen, y'all can't fuck with me, and don't try it."
Don't try it.
I'm saying.
I'm
You
sorry.
remember Blue Gangster by Michael Jackson? Shout out
Oh.
Blue Gangster.
Was that the one with Biggie?
I don't know. I
know
don't think
it was
Biggie was on
something.
that one.
There was a rap-ish song. It wasn't rapping, but Michael
man.
Jackson.
No,
they don't care
about us as his rap shit.
Hey man, do your research on Mike being a Crip.
Yeah. It hit different when you from Gary, Indiana.
Oh god, let's start there.
Don't
That
doubt
nigga
Michael.
says Gurry.
From Groove.
Also, as much shit as the media used to throw at him, Michael Jackson is the only artist in my mind who made hits from childhood until he passed. A lot of people have
absolutely.
been performing their whole lives. They ain't making hits.
Man.
Michael Jackson had hits his entire life, his whole time on this earth. From what was it, age 5 he started?
Right about yeah.
5, 7, 8. Fucking folks up.
In
Prince outlived
like
Michael Jack.
But Prince wasn't making hits his whole life.
he
Them
did
last
perform
few
country
albums.
thing.
Hey, that's a very valid point
Mike?
though.
Nikki in the chat.
Like, nigga, beat it.
That's true. Nikki said one day she was telling me about a conversation she had with some coworkers, and she was like, somebody asked her, "Who's your favorite artist?" And she was like, "Michael Jackson." "What do you mean, who's my favorite artist?" "Who's your favorite artist?" Like, what? And it's funny because she was like, "I really didn't understand how you could say anyone else." Like, it's Michael
I
Jackson.
guess you have to stipulate living.
Well,
that's the only
he
way
was
you might
alive
get
when she
another
had
answer.
that conversation.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
now it would be.
Yeah.
I did just hear Kendrick's line, his verse. Breath of fresh air.
Thank you.
Lord.
Man.
Thank you.
Everything prior is just my whole this, my whole that.
You just gotta forget you heard that.
I abuse her. I'm like, this is like so lame, but like Kendrick, I literally have to listen to this multiple times with the lyrics up. to really try to decipher what and who is he talking about.
Both of them.
Outside of just
Unfortunately.
enjoying the lyricism and the flow, I'm like, wait, no, what did he just say?
The fact that Kendrick is out here making sure the sword stays sharp.
Man,
I appreciate it.
exactly.
As a 41-year-old,
Like for real though.
Is he
Like, oh, y'all think y'all
retired?
good?
I can't remember.
It seems
Let me
like
put
they
my
be
gloves
scared of
on.
competition for real, and I don't understand it.
They don't care about real raps no
They
more.
don't.
It's true.
They really don't.
Quote, end quote,
And
desire.
mind you, there's positives to that. Atlanta rappers weren't like New York rappers. New York rappers had to beef all the time. This is why people talk so much shit about New York in the 90s and early 2000s as being a place full of haters. They didn't like each other either. Atlanta rappers liked each other, and so there wasn't a whole lot of rap beef happening. They were just like, okay, you on the song, I'm in the studio over here, let's get on the song, let's elevate each other's career.
And it's really like that.
But also, a lack of competition brings us where we are now.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to shit on, they say I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. If you like what's happening, I'm not trying to shit on what you're into. But I can appreciate somebody saying, oh, that guy, it's show enough. He's the best fighter in the world. All right.
It's like
Hey,
the
fight
rap
me. Not in the
game.
movie theater. I'm gonna fuck up your dad's pizza shop.
It's like
You gonna fight me now? No, I'm gonna kidnap your brother.
you need a Goku in
Facts.
anything that you're in.
I heard you.
that one dude who's always gonna look for the strongest one.
Always. Where's the fade at in here?
What you say, bro?
Walk in, takes coat off. Where's the fade? Who wants it?
I heard you're strong.
I got these two hands. Does anybody else have two hands? I'm looking at you.
And be excited about it.
Yeah.
Like it's not even on some ego. I have to be the best in the room. I want to see who else thinks they're the best.
For sure.
I think I'm the best. Let's be the best together.
Well, that's what them niggas get for saying that they was the best.
And it's funny because
Nigga,
didn't
it's
Cole
just
say like
me.
the big three? And
He
Kendrick
did.
was like,
he said,
yeah,
fuck Big Three.
I don't like that.
It's just big me.
It's just big me.
Ain't three of these folks up here.
Big Z. It's just big me.
Challenge.
He felt that because he ain't spoken half an hour. Bro just popped up to let you know.
It's
Just big me.
I'm not doing this for clout. I'm doing this so y'all know.
He said, just so you understand, it's Big Me.
You could picture him holding like a can of something in his hand, and then he hears the big three, and he's like,
man.
oh no.
Like no.
Hand me my mic.
SpongeBob meme.
Somebody put a beat on.
That man probably got in the stew that day.
Yeah, no, I know he saw them on stage.
Oh, God.
When Drake had that Bionicle ass, Bowser ass, football pad, upper body situation.
Bro, what the fuck was that fit though?
Gee, I can't tell you to this day.
You got
This nigga had on an exoskeleton in a fucking arena tour.
Not Andre 3000. Like, you can't do shit like that.
Andre 3000 wouldn't do that. He would just pop out in an outfit that's all sweaters. Top to bottom.
Have a codpiece.
This nigga's not wearing dragon backs on stage.
He's out here wearing Koopa shells.
No, bro.
I said he pop up in the outfits is all sweater. This hat, sweater. These gloves, sweater. My shoes, sweater.
Even the socks
sweater.
on, bro.
My
And he
feet
gonna do
hot
that.
as fuck in here.
He gonna do that in a Starbucks in Vermont. Like, he's not doing this in the middle of a arena tour.
I don't know what he had going on with that one, man.
And he didn't tell nobody neither. You can't just do that. There's no theme.
No fit
Bro's
check.
on a flat stage. Gee,
I
like,
mean,
what was
who's
going
gonna fit
on?
that Drake?
Nothing
He's paying
else.
everybody around him.
That's a valid point. OVO Sweatshop cannot check him. That's a studio rule.
I'm dead.
Shout out Four Bats.
Prophet, did you have anything else to blurt out about?
No, I think that was pretty much it.
Okay. Deadpool 3. Kendrick's latest slash at the competition. 7.
Nigga, what competition?
It's just big meat.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What you got?
You gotta have.
What I do this
You gotta
week?
have that as a button now.
What did I do this week? I had some. Oh yeah, I watched. I'm late to this, but I've been enjoying it so far. I started watching I'm a Virgo and I Am a Virgo, which is cool.
Fantastic show.
Yeah, it lines
Shout out
up.
to Boots.
Shout out Boots Riley. Big shout out Boots Riley. And I lived in
Jordan Peele.
Do that
League
play
of Their
when
Own.
they see
Donald
us or something,
Glover.
right?
Yeah. It was Jarrett. What? Jerome. Yeah.
I never know his name.
Yeah, it's two J's. It's gonna
name.
come. Yeah, there's too many wrestling people whose names they sound like too. But I started watching that. It's great. I restarted it so my mom could see it. And my mom is a Gemini and I'm a Virgo, and that was the parental dynamic in that show too, which was really funny. And I didn't
Also,
realize
shout out
that.
to Mike Epps.
Shout out Mike Epps.
Facts.
Shout out all Chicago comedians, unless they're not funny. But it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them who are. So yeah, I watched that. Really feeling that. I like the concept of it a lot. I like the idea of parallel universe Oakland. Everything about it. The attention to detail. And his mom yelling at him. I'm like on the 4th episode or something like that.
What was it? 6?
I think it's 6.
Yeah.
6 or 8. Yeah, 6. It's 6.
Yeah.
So I'm most of the way through. But just seeing how that develops and what the allegory means has been really cool for me.
The cool thing about Black Surreal shows is there's gonna be that element of like, oh shit, yeah, no, this happens.
Right.
This part, it's all giant kid, doing donuts and all that shit. Having weird sex with a fast lady.
What?
You gotta watch the show.
Yeah, no.
You gotta watch the show.
Fast lady.
Yes.
I'm
crying.
Yeah, shout out Bing Bang Burger.
But yeah, there's always that a heavy dose of truth in there.
Yeah, and I like using Oakland as a backdrop for that too. I lived in the Bay for a little bit, and
I was in Oakland this summer. Lots of shit on the ground.
Yeah, I don't.
Lots of
I
shit
personally don't fuck with Oakland that much. People from Oakland are cool. All I've ever done there is get food, make music, see fights, and
Wait, like professional fights?
No,
or?
yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
I went to I saw a couple Bellator fights there.
Nice.
Which was really dope.
Shout out to Bellator.
A couple of the homies were fighting. But yeah, Oakland is a cool city. The culture is great. It's just like every major city in the Bay is like Chicago but worse. And I don't have any interest in that. San Francisco is every major every major city on a hill. Yeah. And I'm not trying to.
I haven't been to San Francisco since the 90s.
Don't go back.
Since Google.
Don't go back.
I don't know Google since San Francisco.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Like, there are parts of it that are really worth it. I think there's parts of every city that are really cool, but I feel from our friends who live there for sure. But yeah, I feel like they represented Oakland really well. The culture was cool. They had Bay music. They had people from the Bay acting in the movie. It was nice. Or the show, rather. But yeah, he is from Oakland. Yeah. I feel like that's the best way to write that too. It felt Black Panther adjacent. But yeah, so that's been dope. Found my comic book collection from when I was a shorty, so I started reading the old Moon Knight comics.
Nice.
Yeah, I got crates full of them. G.
That's crazy.
Crates full of them.
On that note, and I've tried to remember to say this a few times, the basketball scene in X-Men 97, I have the comic book where they're wearing those exact same outfits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
that shit came from the comic book.
It did. So that's dope. Been trying to reconnect with that and see what that does for the art, and it's been doing a lot. I make a lot of comic book references, so being able to ground them situationally has been really cool.
Very dope. Very
and then what else have we been on? The wrestling NCAA tournament was this week. I wrestled in college, wrestled after college, so it was cool to watch that. A couple of the homies, the last few that were on my team.
Oh, that's why you know fighters.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah. Because a lot of the homies ended up transitioning to that.
Easy transition. Do you know Gerald Harris?
Yes, actually.
I went to college with Gerald Harris.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Funniest person at Cleveland State University. And then I see him drop a man in a way where he may have killed that man. After I saw it happen and he gave him like a peace sign or something, I was like, that man might die. That might be the last thing. Maybe slam him when the ref says it's okay. Go back and be like, how many fingers am I holding up? Okay?
They don't care about that. You're going to get the fighter of the night bonus. Go be happy. But yeah, I never did it, but I always like every combat discipline.
For sure.
I mean, my engineer is combat trained. My music engineer is combat trained too. So it's cool. We get to talk about that stuff pretty often.
Yeah.
Nerd out about
I'm
combat.
always glad when it comes out of people so that I know not to just go around trying to fight folks.
Yeah, I was a dangerous nigga.
Yeah.
I'm less dangerous now.
I've
but
won some fights. I've never trained.
Hey.
Like, yeah, nigga, what? Wait.
but you've been in them now.
Yeah,
and I value that because not enough people have been hit in the face.
Everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the face.
Shout out Mike, Big Mike. He's fighting Jake Paul. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Been watching. I watched.
You don't know that it's a triller fight. You never know how.
Yeah, they gonna make it
because they're not real fights.
Yeah.
It's not.
Floyd Mayweather had to hold Jake Paul up
On his feet.
Nigga, I'm
was-
trying to make this money now.
He said, "Look, bro.
I said to somebody right when they announced it, like, see, if it was a real fight, I'd say Mike is gonna win. But since it's a trailer fight, you never know.
You never know."
You have no idea.
And what does his legacy cost? I don't know. I do not know. But it costs less than Mike Tyson than it do to me.
Man.
Oh yeah, last thing, I started watching The Accountant again with my pops.
The account.
The Ben Affleck movie.
Right.
About he was like an autistic accountant who learned through pain to grow up doing basically what he had to do, working with cartels, working.
I was about to say, I thought he was like
I never seen
an
that.
accountant as a front. That was the understanding I got.
It wasn't a front because he was really good at it.
Yeah.
Like that's the way that he got introduced to it. But his dad was like in the army and like beat him into shape, had him training with like whatever. It was a lot of convoluted storylines, but really fun. And a fantastic performance from Ben Affleck, who is forever cursed to be in movies that are either too good for him or too bad for him.
He's not being able to find a good center.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah, and that movie made me understand.
Bro, right now.
That movie made me understand.
Spokesman.
What was that, Kenny?
He's the Dunkin' Donuts spokesman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Yeah,
funny.
it's
It's
Like,
perfect
I
role.
haven't done
Yeah.
the acting prompts in a while with Matt Damon.
Just
Like,
do the
Said,
It's
lock
just
it.
him doing this thick, like Bostonian accent.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. There you go, buddy.
Back the car to Harvard Yard.
Always laughing at it.
Yeah, that's all I got though.
Shout out to Benzino. I was gonna say shout out to Boston. I'm never gonna shout out Boston.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm shouting out Benzino either, but
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
that might
at
be.
least he gets drunk and honest.
I was gonna say that might be the second Malord shot. I can't shout out Benzino yet.
We'll see.
Come be like people. Yo, man, shout out to Ace Vane, bro. That dude had me dying with his,
Man.
Oh, I haven't seen. They haven't showed me Ace Vane on my homepage on Instagram.
Oh, he has a new one where Batman's fighting Shredder. Funny as shit.
Very similar character.
Yeah,
Also,
low-key.
they fought in Batman
it's from
with
that.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
It's
which
from that.
way better than I expected. Ra's al Ghul versus Donatello is probably one of my favorite fights in anything animated. You haven't seen it?
It's great.
Check it out. A lot more
I've
adult
never
than you
seen that.
expect. Somebody
Me neither.
catches a ninja star right in the face, right at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I'm tapping in.
Yeah, I never seen that.
Tapping
What'd
in.
you say, Ash?
The South Park did that too.
Oh, well.
I was just about to say Butters took one to the eye.
Butters did it first.
And then they dressed him up like a dog. Last but not least, Desire.
Actually, the most.
The most.
Yo.
What you got?
I'm glad everybody else has so much to say.
You can just piggyback off of everybody else?
Yeah, no, I cannot. That's why I was like, I cannot piggyback off of everybody else. That's why I'm glad they had so much to say. This week I haven't really been watching anything. The only thing I'm watching right now is Walking Dead. But
Oh, you still watching Walking Dead? You one of them
yeah,
people?
I mean, I'm not really like, I don't know if I'm one of them people. I've tried to get into it like a handful of times just because like whenever something is popular, like whenever something is very popular, because I don't really follow into a lot of those things too often, I always try to check what the hype is about. So I guess I'm one of them people more than I am one of the Walking Dead people, quote unquote. But
What season are you in?
I'm in 10. That's what there's 11 seasons, so I'm in season 10, and now everything the background is different and shit. I'm like, oh wow, we getting to the finale.
Yeah, for sure.
So I've been watching it for like maybe a couple months or so. But yeah, in terms of what I've been doing this week, I've been working on a lot of music, just been engineering stuff for a homie beat tape that I got coming out. So I got a song on there. You know, a couple song features on there, but the rest are all just like all beats.
Okay.
And so I was working on that. I'm working
I actually
on
really like that.
independent projects, mixing those down. Just kind of planning for work that I have coming out later this year. Work that I have coming out later next month.
Okay. Tell us about that.
Just so next month I have another single coming out. As well as followed by a project not coming out in that month, but the single is coming out is going to be following the project. So
you said another single. Do you have other singles out?
I got all types of singles out. Just if you wanna go check out my work, you can follow me on all social media platforms at Want the Most, all together spelled correctly. But that's where all the work is, and there's gonna be more of it. Want the Most, all together, desire. Exactly. For sure. I got it. I appreciate you.
For sure.
But man, just been taking care of stuff like that. Just really been kind of locked there, focus on fitness. I've been reading. That's something I've been doing. I've been reading this book about the history of the Yakuza. If you're not familiar, the Japanese mafia gangs and stuff, I've just been I've been looking into a lot of how structure works and just kind of been studying how structures form, empires, good and bad. You know what I mean? Just to see what I can take away from it.
Structure at the end of the
day. Yeah. But I mean, man, that's pretty much the nerdiest thing though, because somebody said or geeking out. I was like, I don't have a lot of things that I've been participating in as a long-term function that's been geeky necessarily, but I did at Walgreens the other day pay for something fully with points. And I don't know how much I know about that, but you have to have a lot of points to be able to even do that.
I was gonna say, how long did it take to build up those points?
Do you want to know for real?
Yes.
3 years.
Every time they're like, yo, man, you got $1, bro. You got money.
No. I'd be like, no, that don't mean shit. I need $10. I need $20. I need the most.
Go ahead.
I want the most.
Take that
I want the most. I want to walk out of here with something for free.
He said, I'm from around the way.
Yeah.
I'm leaving with some.
So that's it, man. Yeah, man, that's it for me though. I just been kind of keep my head down, staying focused, looking at stuff, learning, growing, hanging out with the guys.
Give me 2 surprising Yakuza facts.
2 surprising Yakuza facts.
First thing I thought of was people cutting their pinkies off.
That one for sure, but that one's more known. What I want to talk about the lesser known things is so they have what's referred to as a Oyabun Kobun system. It's OYABUNKOBUN system, and what that works is it's just there's family heads, almost like mafia heads, how there's leaders. It goes in eras, in dynasties, and so there's always there's new organizations within the Yakuza. It's not just so there's
like the mafia.
But they all have different names.
Okay.
But they're all the Yakuza, and that was something that was interested to be. So I can't
video game.
Yeah, I can't think of the names of the places themselves right now off the top, because they're also kind of hard to pronounce. I think that some of them are the Geshi, the Gumaguchi. Those are the ones that I can think of off top that I can say. That, the pinky thing. One of the things, that they made their way into political office.
Of course.
And beyond making their way into political office, almost own kind of the police force for the better stretch of 100 years, starting their whole organization, to the point where a lot of Japan's main industries, enterprises, and franchises and things were almost Yakuza owned themselves.
For sure.
And throughout which is something that people don't know as much. If they just kind of know the popularity of the gangs and and the tattooing and some of the tattoos that they have, but they don't know about these men were really just, they are the government. And that's why I thought that shit is raw, is because I'm they gang members whole time, but they run all of this.
Yeah. You should check out.
You asked the president to take his jacket off. He's got a tattoo from here.
But he's the one who lead all the people. The president. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you get a chance, you should check out this Netflix show called The Naked Director.
Okay.
It's wild.
Okay.
It talks about the rise of uncensored Japanese porn, basically.
Oh, I do remember.
But it's the story is crazy.
I mean, that's why the stories be crazy. The history
Yeah, it's a wild ass story like that goes like deep into like Yakuza like involvement with porn and like all this other kind of like how that shit. Man, it's probably one of the most realistic, but also like fucked up ways of like you see like how people got either rise in the ranks or like how you can never really get out of this shit. Like it's wild, bro.
I remember seeing, I can't remember where I saw it, but like back in the day, like the 80s and all them, when you had the like high school hoodlums, like Yu Yu Hakusho, they would have like a yearly like battle royale, and the Yakuza would like pick out their next lieutenants from those battles.
Yeah.
Like the Yakuza would just be like watching the fights go down and be drafting.
On the one hand, probably not the best thing. On the other hand, hard as fuck. Like that's If a friend of mine would have been like, "Hey, they recruiting for the Yakuza over there," I'd be like, "Oh, this is stupid." Okay.
They didn't really put a whole lot of respect on like guns and firearms like that.
Yeah, you gonna get stabbed, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, America is the gun country. Lest we not forget.
You gotta have hands and knives and hands.
Which I don't know. In my fantasy world, it's like that's the way it should be.
I mean, if we go fight,
I appreciate the up close and personal, not the far away.
Also,
you can walk away.
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to be like, oh, you know, if you got away, we try to beat your ass, you know, some respect. We gonna find you later.
For sure.
Respect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
elementary school, I'm friends that I make by fighting.
Respect.
To fight another day.
We will
Respect.
Like you do get an opportunity to try to talk your way out of it later. If you survive the first ass whooping, we come talk to you about it later.
Yeah, maybe you'll be friends after.
Maybe.
That's a real thing. I shout out to my friend Chrissy Lize. We fought a few times.
Before becoming friends.
Once. No, we were friends. We would just bust out in fights, and then we would, you know, what's the lyric? Get mad for about 10 minutes, and it's like back on the bike.
Men are weird.
It out, and you go.
I can't imagine just getting into like a slap fight with my best friend.
I can.
It's funny because you said slap fight, and it's like, nope, we slap boxed all the time.
Yeah,
it was frequent.
Don't see me bearing the hatchet within 5 minutes. I'm gonna need
Shout out to the time
like
traveler from 2005. That's how I know he's from Cleveland. Because every time you see him slap boxing, it's like, nope, he's too good at it.
Ish hell.
That is our local martial art. In Cleveland is slap boxing. Well, folks, that ends today's Blurred Out segment. You know, hour and 40 minutes. That's all.
That's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people here. But now, DJ L.O. Kari is going to hit you with some hits. L.O. Kari, what hits you going to hit him with?
Well, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see him. But, you know.
Shit, yeah. You want to try to play something from over here?
I don't know how well it's going to look. But we could try to send a music video to you. That, you know.
Well, I got to pee. Cause, you know.
Well, yeah. So well, one of them was Jamila Woods Steel music video.
Shout out to Jamila Woods for sure.
Yeah, and then we also have, you know, LV music video. You know what I'm saying? Where it's called. How you want to introduce it, Lars?
You talking about the video?
We got say LV. You mean 7?
The 7, yes.
Yeah, it's 7.
About to say LV, the guy that sang on Gangsta's Paradise.
Right. I was like, oh wow. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
So yeah, we have a song called. You want to introduce?
It's called Black Forest. This song is a private song. We all are on it. We each have a verse, and this is if you want to hear how we rap. And I don't just make rap music. None of us make just rap music.
Nope.
But if you want to hear how we rap, like this was us in rare form. We got a couple songs like that, but this is probably the best indication of what you're gonna get if you listen to any of our music that you could get of us on the same beat. So,
bless you.
The homie also shot this video too. See his name at the beginning of the shoot.
Yeah, homie John.
Shout out John.
Shout out my homie Roscoe. Well, our homie Roscoe for producing it with me as well.
Yep. Roscoe boy made it.
Yeah, he did make it. Co-produced by Prophet as well. So this is a song we put a whole lot of compositional effort into, and it goes me, him, and them.
Yeah. And then also we can try to hit y'all with a live performance.
Yeah, the camera work is
It's
tough.
not ideal today.
Yeah, Lokari looks like a Super Nintendo character.
Yeah, man. You know, I did a speed test, and right now it is at 56 MPSs. Yeah. So
Tweak it.
I know.
Have you tried?
You know what? I could just turn this camera for the video performance because this one at least is working pretty well.
I will take however a video looks.
Yeah.
I like singing.
So yeah, we'll try to show these music videos if we can.
Yeah.
And then go on a little break. The music's gonna sound nice, and we'll see what we can do with the rest of the
We'll
stuff.
pull it together. It's a live show, folks.
Yeah.
This is what you get. BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We'll be right back. We're gonna do a Malort shot. We're gonna watch a trailer. I still don't know which one. And yeah,
Word
you
up.
don't wanna miss it.
Let's try it out.
I finally gave your shirt away. I wore it better than you ever did. I talk to myself every day. I think she's sick of hearing about you, about you. Somebody tried to like me and I scared them with my mind. I'm oh so worried all the time. He got so quiet on the line. I say my prayers every day. Open the window, burn the sage. I'm cleaning more and more these days. I like to think I'm worthy of something. You're there still when I sleep, when I wake up. You're there still when I try, when I give up. You're there still when I hide, when I look up. You're there still when I fight, when I breathe out. Too many dishes to clean, too many fish in the sea, too many thieves. I trusted you with my things. You feasted here like a king. I'm missing my laugh and my wings, my curl pattern and my good dreams. I'm missing the way that I think, the softness of words that I sing. Did you get a dime for my thing? I want 'em back. I say my prayers every day. Krista said trouble don't last always. I'm healing more and more these days. I like to think I'm worthy of something. You're there still when I sleep, when I wake up. You're there still when I try, when I give up. You're there still when I hide, when I look up. You're there still when I fight, when I breathe out. I guess I'll never get over you. I guess you're moving on it. I'm making peace with what's left of you. Take off your shoes and come in. Can't live with you. Can't live without you. Can't live with you. Can't live without you. You're still in my head. Can't live without you. You're still in my head. You're there still when I hide, when I look up. You're there still when I fight, when I breathe out. You're still.
Yeah. I had to step with twins, and know we not even the best of friends. It's family shit, they the next of kin. I know we ain't made it, but let's pretend. Instead of repeatedly giving these niggas some press over shit I should honestly never address again. And me and my niggas got everything coming back to us and through us to flexing. And we blessed, but nevertheless, when niggas won't work, we steadily blessing them and invested in the direction and the inflection up with the best in them. Never rest until I'm addressed like I can impress the son of the Bethlehem. And I step wherever unvexed. Whenever my neck gets heavy, I press again. I was starting to think I couldn't test myself no more. So I've been starving on the brink and letting the stress take on my soul. I had my dogs roll with me, and we all don't rest when we in that mode. We get too cold. Whether north or south is colder than it had to be to me. Only thing remain consistent, no west had to keep the heat. We a few magnetic niggas, we bring gravity to beats. 7 touching 7 figures. If I had to lead the fleet, it'd be like a martyr. You niggas aside to be headed, you niggas, I'm reaching the run to be ready. My niggas, he see it, he got it. That's not the designer. My nigga, my shot, go get him.
Top of the morning and notch I'm performing. Actually a couple beyond while you snoring. Masterpiece in every bar, recorded murder. I'm the person responsible for it. Flourishing with all of my niggas. If you ain't heard it, then you need to come hop on the board. For we mopping the boards. If you shooting my nigga, you not finna score. I need property like it's Monopoly, boy. An anomaly, God, they send me here for y'all to destroy up the burner every night and verb. Serving niggas scarce, so they be trying to swerve to work, but it ain't working. Cause I'm still gon' earn the earth and turn my purpose into something worth the worst. Other shit a nigga been through, gon' be at the top because I'm meant to. Looking, trying to find my mental, losing it on a record that I tend to be a bit reckless ever since a kid, cause how I was living in it wasn't gentle. Been pushing less since I was little, pencil ain't at your head though with its issues. None of my niggas finna miss, but guarantee all your niggas finna miss you. Company I keep is coming quick, you fuck with me, I had you ducking missiles. Acrobatic, had you flip on static, I gladly edge it to the menu, yeah. It's always room up on my plate. You play with doom if you assuming I'm a human, I'm at bait. You on the fence, it ain't no fuel, I'm finna fume you at that gate. The profit grew if you ain't new, don't play with dude, then it's too late, nigga.
Yeah. Let us all bow our heads and pray to the Lord. Father, for forgiveness. Yeah. I heard they steady playing on my name. I put the ante up, just pulled up with my twins and black forces pouring Henny up. 2 steps from acting left, but Lord forgive me, I can't give a fuck. People love to snake me and replace me. What the fuck is trust? Lock my feelings back inside that bed to run some numbers up. Since summer's up, back outside straight looking for my coming up. Let me catch you lacking, no I'm running up. Sick of niggas sleeping, I was born to break the bank. Fuck you thinking niggas tweaking, music's more than just my fate. Give a plate to every soul, can't have nobody who ain't ate. Bitch, I do this for my family, I need more than just my cake. I can't go out empty-handed, it's for more than just my sake. We can't wait to touch that milli on my brother, nigga. Call some leeches, take my plans back to some other niggas. Man, I was sick, keep an angel on my side. When I ride with the stick, shit, I don't miss. Think you need to have your blitz. Running in the jungle with a blick, try to have your diss. When it took a shot, it missed. I'm a gun in every one of my lists, told you I don't miss. Yeah, A youngin' stepped a legend and a blessing to the underground. Praying that I fall, but still be stealing all my fucking sounds. What the fuck is that? Tell me.
It sounds like it's on. Yeah, it's on. It is. Oh, no. Oh my God. Sábado gigante.
Yeah. All right. I know it's a little unorthodox for you all to see us this way. However, you know what? We want to make sure that we still get this performance in here. You feel me? So, check 1 2. Can you say something for us? Make sure we're coming through clear.
Yeah.
All right, we can hear you just fine. Cool.
Good.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get it. Let's hit us off with a performance. You know what I'm saying? Give it up right now. Coming to the stage, Mr. Seven.
Hey, slow down.
it my own way, I don't know that. Get my head too much now about the knuckle back. You come home with me, a lot it don't matter. I wanna be all feel, but can you love me? How I come to you? I don't want you to see me down. Will you want me if you know who I am for real just right now? My toes been pressed in since I was a freshman. I feel like flexing, can't nothing less than. But when I'm with you, focus gets rested, and I'm less depressed when I'm getting rested. I'm too used to moving, time improves moving. You catch me in motion, maybe you should move it. Wait, let me slow down. Shit can go well, but I can't judge love based on how it go now. Can you love me? How I come to you? I don't want you to see me down. Do you want me if you know who I am for real just right now? Can you love me? How I come to you? I don't see me down. Do you want me if you know who I am for real just right now? Is this for real? Is it just right now? Is this for real? Is it just right now? Is this for real? Is it just right now? Is this for real? Is it just right now? Really, is it just right now? Can you love me? I don't want to see you down. That's all I do. Rolling into it. Oh, I just had the kind of day that made me second guess my whole thinking. And maybe I can find a way to make my mess work just the way I need. I don't need to fight myself lately to find my way to me. No, I'm shadow boxing my problems, watching them dance around my head over water. When can I get better? I'm giving myself to oneness. I think my thoughts might drown me. I'm loving myself through too much trauma. All of them o'clock afternoon. Baby, I don't have to be closed off so often. I know who I am. And I know why it is that I need distance. Why what that mean ain't the same always. I know too much to betray myself, but I guess then again that's what they all say. Whether to me or about me, seem like people wishing off and getting me to doubt me. Ain't the type to bring up where people would be without me, but people always seem to find out and do it devoutly. People that I love know enough to more than reroute me. Everybody else gotta guess until they come out me. That's why I treat the place of the work like chasing a bounty. I know what I could amount to. My motive is always counting.
talking to you. Thank you.
I wrote this
for the
part
inspiration to
directly to one of my
put these
exes
records together.
to make them feel a whole lot more special than they were in the moment. Because the song not even about Shorty. So I'm gonna talk over it right now, and it's gonna make it to the album. But you know how that go. Anyway. Don't be mad at me, baby. I know that I react so the crazy. 6 months of going bad till I made it. It wasn't worth till they actually paid me. I'm taking count on my sentences. I be going watching like I invented this. I've been doing better with some sentiments. Like 2 at times when we get in the mid, they be in the mix. So you been around when I'm in and out. When I get around for you in the crowd, I don't need a lot, I don't feel a lot. But what I feel, I don't leave it out. I don't wanna lie, but you give a lot. Take a lot just to feel it out. I don't wanna shake, I don't gotta stick. But whatever comes, I'll be healing now. Whatever comes, I'll be healing out. Thank you.
BlurdDotRadio, 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 BlurdDotRadio.
Unless the laptop turned on.
BlurdDotRadio,
you forgot to plug it in.
BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio.
See if this has anything to do with the internet.
Oh, hi, you're watching BlurdDotRadio. My laptop died, so you can't see our guests right now.
It don't make a difference.
Well, I want to at least get them on camera.
Oh no, I'm talking about myself. See, maybe if I switch, would it make a difference? It did not. It's just the internet is trash.
Tech specs are stabbing us in the neck.
BlurdDotRadio.
Kenny, stall.
Oh, I'm sorry, what did you say?
We're saying it's
I'm trying to fix up my computer, and we need
Are we being subscribed by the man? Make sure you get outside and get some sun.
There you go.
Nigga, what?
Don't be a
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yo, man. First off, man, make some noise right now for fucking 7, dog. You just killed that shit, man.
Thank you,
Man.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Man.
Mr. Right Now came out 2 Tuesdays ago.
That was beautiful, bro. Like, I really enjoyed that, man.
Thank you.
That was not at all what I expected for your performance. How long you been performing, bro? Like,
rap and singing, I've been performing for 7 years. I think music as a whole.
Your name's 7 and you performed for 7 years?
Yeah. It's a little too convenient. But it is the truth. That's how long I've been at least performing songs that I made. And then like, as far as like music in general, probably since I was like 7. Mm-hmm. I think last time I played in a piano recital.
So you play keys too?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So I made that second beat.
Nice.
And then shout out Kenny the Villain. He made the first one. One of our mutual producer homies.
Who's some of your inspirations?
I have too many to name, but I feel like I could give you a
top
5.
3? Yeah, like top 5.
I could give you a 5.
You can't
I
give
would
me 7?
say I can give you 7 if you want 7. 7 be easy. 7 easier than 3 for sure.
Let's go for
so I could do.
It's
I would
always cool
say,
until you get to the last number.
Nah, I think it's alright. I think we could do it. I think we do a smooth 7. It'll be Jasmine Sullivan, Andre 3000, Lil Wayne. Let me think. Twista for sure. Kanye, you can't say Kanye. You can't not say Kanye if you're a producer artist from Chicago. It's just the truth. And then Black Thought. Thank you. And also everyone who wrote for Kanye, technically, if you don't say Kanye.
Shout out to Rhyme Fest.
Shout out Rhyme, big shout out Rhyme Fest. Biggest shout out Rhyme Fest. And then
if you have not.
They got kicked me out of the group chat.
Then Lupe Fiasco.
Rhyme Fest?
Yeah.
That's
Frank Ocean or Lupe Fiasco, whichever of the two. It just depends on which day. So that'll be top 7.
Man, beautiful. Most definitely.
It's a lot of variety.
Yeah. Sing wise, do you feel that Kanye is the creator of?
No. I already know the question you're gonna ask, and I get why you're saying that. He definitely has paved the way for a lot of careers, but sonically speaking, everything that he's doing has been done before.
No,
not to mention the fact that it took 20 people.
Nigga, you asked for permission from T-Pain if you can do the style, bro. Like,
exactly.
How can you say that?
You gonna say one?
Stop it.
One and two. Like, if you want to talk about any of the rap styles, it took 20 people to do it. So it's like I understand, but like. If you gonna get that credit to Kanye, you gotta get that credit to Sci-Hi the Prince. If you gonna get that credit to Sci-Hi, you gotta get that. You gotta not Sci-Hi got a lot that you would have to say that for, but fewer than Kanye. Obviously Eminem, principle above those.
Yeah.
But like for him, you gotta say Rhyme Fest. You can't ignore the movements that were happening at the same time because he was inspired by those too. It's not like Mickey Halstead had no effect on that. Like it's a long list of people. So. I mean, historically speaking, I don't think Kanye gave birth to anything, but I do think that he maximized certain things within his game. Like sample chops, you can never take production away from Kanye West.
Yeah, but he's not the first nigga.
He's not the first person to chop samples either. He's not. He's not even the first person to chop samples the way he chops samples. But the way he chops samples is the reason why a lot of people chop samples that way. And so he comes from the school of a lot of different producers. That's something that maps itself onto his vocal like writing process as well. It's like
that's enough about Kanye. Let's get back to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, let me take my interview back. Because what I want to know is, so Leo West came here with Izzy.
Right.
Izzy came here with 2-3. 2-3 came here with Double Cup Capo.
Right.
Leo came back with Don Morales.
Right.
Leo came back with 7. 7 came with Prophet. 7 came with Desire. Talk about that network.
Well, Prophet introduced me to Leo. So that's the thing. It's like we all create in each of the spaces that we've been in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, we all
West and South.
West and South. Like my pops from the West and South side. He's lived on the West and South side.
Okay.
His OG and my dad grew up together.
Okay.
And we found that out way later than we should have. And then everywhere you grown up everywhere, West.
Man.
Man is from a lot of places. But principally out west. A lot of his family is still in out west and in the west suburbs. Okay. And so we've been crossing paths our entire life and didn't know until we did.
Man.
So like all of the people we know, like I know 2-3, but I knew 2-3 way before I knew Izzy. And like a lot of the people that Leo brings through here, I realize that that's our mutual network. But the only people who stick are the people who really care about creating together and not all the rest of the other stuff. And Leo, to a fault, will bring all of the homies around. Private move the same way. Private move the same way. We all try to move the same way. But we're all different people. And so like the way that maps itself on how we treat these opportunities is just based on how much we trust each other, and we're willing to trust each other with like everything if we're willing to collaborate in the musical space, because we talk about everything.
Right.
Very dope.
And we not hide nothing either. It's just like when you see that authentic energy permeate in any given space, we gonna be around each other as much as we can be. We're around each other a lot. But like each of those creatives is not going to be in everybody's face every day. It's just when we get in there, we know what we're trying to do. We can have a good time if we not making music. If we want to make music and come in there like we're gonna rap, we probably gonna rap though.
For sure.
So,
For sure.
Yeah. Or be mad that we didn't.
Prophet and Desire, talk about your creative processes. Whoever wants to go first. Like from sitting down, do you have an idea? You start sketching something out? Do you sit in front of a board? Do you just start hitting pads and chopping stuff? Like where does it start?
I'll go first since I have my answer ready.
Also, don't put that shot on the table.
Yeah.
True, we keep doing it. My fault.
We'll take care of those shots in a little.
Yes,
no problem. Yeah, so my creative process, I have a few different kinds of creative processes for a few different types of ways that I like to make music, depending on what type of song I'm trying to make. So I have one that's kind of like my go-to, and that's like my roots for when I've made music, period. And that's just like whatever I hear intuitively inside of instrumentals, I listen to music first, whether it be a full-fledged beat or something that I have in my head that I send to a producer, because sometimes I make voice memos or whatever, and then we build the beat out of that. But like whatever comes first, I kind of go with that, and then I free write. That's one process. I have another process where I free write and I'll do words, period, just words. After listening to an instrumental, I'll think of words that come first, and then from that I'll be able to kind of build the theme, because that's like what I'm thinking of and what I'm feeling, and then I'll start writing, maybe with the title now, because I have the title from these words, or I have the hook from these words, or I have whatever. Another way that I like to make music sometimes too is I like to listen to the beat and then I'll come up with rhythms, or I'll come up with riffs, or I have to, like, that's another popular, like, it just depends on, and that's usually if I'm trying to make something that I feel like personally is more of like a catchy song or something, because it's usually easier to do, right? Like off the top of my head, you hear, like, I hear this beat, dun dun dun, like I can think of stuff, you know, like so it just really.
DJ Locar, did you make this beat?
Yeah.
Shout out Carter. Yeah.
You made every beat that you played?
For the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been liking these. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, some of these I've been liking. Yeah.
I was playing the drum patterns out on the table.
Bro,
like,
yeah.
Whoever made those.
Yeah. Gonna have to tap in.
Literally.
Get right with me. But those are like the main. Those are the main ways that I could think of that I make music, and then sometimes I have like free written kind of verses that I just don't have a beat for already that are playing, and then we put instrumentation to that, but that's like less common, but it just still does happen. But those are the main ways that I make, and then sometimes I don't use a process, and then just the record come out. But that's happening.
What time of day are you doing this?
I actually have a project about how I don't have a specific time of day that I do this. So five, it's called Time Squared, because all of the project titles are just the time that I started the record. It's not a name, like,
so it's like a journal.
It's like 5:26 a.m., 12 p.m., 8 p.m., 4 a.m. Like, and that's just the names of the, and not like how Drake did 4 p.m. in Calabasas, whatever. It's just the time. And so random whenever it happened. But whenever it happened, I do have to stop everything, and I'm making the song.
For sure.
So yeah.
Absolutely. Prophet.
Honestly, it really goes about how I feel. Honestly, sometimes I might sit down and just listen to the beat. Sometimes I might just freestyle over the beat until I come up with something. Or like what he said, like just humming the melody. Like whenever I found that's like
music.
Yeah, that's really like my.
Unless he just walked in the studio drunk.
But that's really like my go-to. I would say is just like humming a flow. Like that'd be my main thing. Like the words just come naturally. Like, but it always is the flow for me that I want to figure out first. But it's really just one process. Nothing too complicated.
Okay. Seven, what do you got? I feel like you answered this question last time, but I want to give you a chance to go to.
Yeah, that was really how it works when me and Leo are in the studio, which is kind of different, but it's similar. It just depends on how we do it. Like my process is different from our process, and it's different from mine and his process, and me and Prophet's process. Okay. Me and Prophet, we kind of just we do the same thing without talking about it. Me and Z, we say probably we've probably made 5 songs where we exchanged a grand total of under 25 words to get the concept off.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the way it goes because we respond to beats kind of similarly. And so like we know each other's rhythms pretty well as far as like, and we know what days are going to be which days for us too.
Yeah.
So it'll be like some days you can tell I'm writing real fast. Some days you can tell Prophet is focusing in on writing, and that will take longer than standard run of the mill 15-minute verse. Now, granted, the way that a lot of us learned how to write is by setting timers and writing. So what I do that you'll see a couple other people do from Chicago, but pretty much nowhere else, I picked up from Def C, which is it's an exercise called 16s for 16s. I think I talked about that before, where I'll set a 16-minute timer. Saba did that on his Cave episode, and the goal of that exercise was to get a 16 out by the end of that 16 minutes. I've never not gotten a 16 out, but I will get more than 16 out sometimes. So like that's how I learned that I wanted to record in the first place. It's like I learned that the expectation was to get out 16 and I was getting out 50. And I was just like, I thought we were just supposed to write a verse. And then eventually I figured out like I knew I could count bars and I knew what it felt like, but I didn't know that like that even knowing 16 for 16 was a thing, I just wrote. And so like I know when I'm stuck that I can just set that timer, or if I'm operating under a time constraint, I can set a 16-minute timer and I'm gonna get something out that I like. So a lot of what my process hinges on is like having my back against the wall.
Very cool.
Whether that's like putting stuff out, creating stuff, just thinking of stuff. It's like if I'm in traffic, I'll do a voice memo. Like if I'm outside, I'm like I need that. Sometimes the beat will pop into my head, so I'll make the beat first. Sometimes the melody will pop into my head and I figure out what key it is and then build a beat around it. So that's what happened with that last one. Is like I was walking around humming a couple of those runs. It was like I want to make a song that sounds like a church song and a SZA song. And I was just walking around like, okay, this sounds outro-y, but until I do something that like indicates dramatic movement, I haven't made an outro. And so I'm thinking about the record in that case. But other times sometimes I'm at the lyrics to the beat, sometimes I'm at the beat to the lyrics. I just try to do whatever I'm feeling and standardize that for whatever periods of time. So maybe I'll make a beat every day for a couple months just to flex that muscle. Maybe I'll make a freestyle over somebody else's beat every week for a couple months just to remind myself what types of pockets I like to get off. Because working in your own work for so long, you can drown in it a little bit. You can forget what it is that makes you choose to do the things you do. So it changes, but it changes environmentally or like by month. But for the most part, it's something between what both of them said, which is going based on how I feel and either having to spell that out for myself. My process is very emotion based, but like by the time I've done that, I'm not grappling with it anymore. So if it's out or if I've written it, it's because I know how to intellectualize it. So it'll change, but most of the time I'm just responding to how I feel, and I'll either be the producer that day or I'll be the rapper fitting into one of the however many producers we work with who are the homies. Something they've sent us over the last 5 years.
For sure. So. I'm telling you, this I don't know if the whole network is called the Black Ones.
No, it's just us three.
Yeah. Pay attention to these folks. Y'all are creatively disciplined and talented, and I feel like
gratitude.
One of those things can forge a path for you, but the two of them together are a vicious combination.
Oh yeah, it helps when your homies will do that too.
Yeah,
like it's an accidental accountability. Everything we do is so easy, but it's because we all on P. And if it looks like one of us is not, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah,
and I gotta give you your flowers too when you were talking about like how you make records, because we were just having this conversation in the studio one of your sessions the other day about how like I personally like listening to his music and listening to music in general. There's times that I feel like creators are in pocket with the music and like in pocket with what's happening, and sometimes I feel like there are times that they are stretching what's happening to the music and making something else out of it, and then there are times where I feel like people are out of alignment with it entirely, right? I feel like the way that he makes music is innovative enough to where you always are gonna get something that's really cool and really fun and like really unique, but it's also perfect like for what the music is. And I think that like managing the balance between those two things is what makes like people pay attention to to people and what makes people that are the greatest, like, and the people that stand out, what they are and who they are. And I was like, I feel like bro be in pocket with that. But yeah,
I appreciate that,
of course.
And to that point, like there's something to be said that I admire from each of their creative processes as well, that I feel like maps itself onto how we create music as a whole. And the best way that I can explain that is that the two of these fantastic individuals continue to do the things that I want artists that I listen to do. Absolutely. Like expand on the concepts and not fall short of that. And I have a lot of critiques about even the rappers in the industry that we were talking about prior, because I think like things are either too conceptual or devoid of concept altogether. For sure. And a lot of people just abandon those concepts midway through too, no matter how good they are. Yeah. Right. And I can say like talk about that I've heard you do things that I wanted 50 to do on records my whole life that you never did. And it's just like, bro, this is a feeling that I've gotten so few times. And I've heard you do things, and those are just singular examples, but like we were talking about in the studio the other day, the thing that I like about JID is not the stories that he has to tell, but the way that he does it. Like the technique is impeccable, and you're always going to hear him do something that nobody else did this year, but the stories are stories, right? Like you do everything that he does, and you have stories that I care about, that like that I feel. It's like it isn't just like getting into a fight at the family reunion told the best way you've ever heard it. It's like, I know you because of your music, and I knew you before I knew you, but now that I know you, I know your music. For sure. And that's just because I listen. Yeah. And if that's all it takes, man, I think that's what music is supposed to do.
Right. Man, amen.
There's definitely a consciousness that creative people share. I remember hearing Alchemist say that when he listens to Ninth Wonder, he knows Ninth Wonder.
Right.
You can listen to somebody's beat and go like, oh, okay, yeah. Right. I see how you might not be able to put it to a picture or put it in a shape, but I can see the waves of thought and how they flow.
Right. It's the intentionality. It's like it does always leave trails, but you know, like it's not such that you can put yourself in another person's shoes so much as you can understand what they meant to do. Yeah, for sure. And that's everything. But I can like he be joking all the time about like when he likes a song, he'd be like, I wrote this record.
I made this record. I know this record. I made this record. I am this record.
But it's like the thing that I value, and the reason why I brought specifically these two here, but the thing that I value about their music the most is their ability to situate somebody in a situation where like you have no other choice but to be in their shoes. And you could listen to it another way if you want to. I mean, that's music, you know what I'm saying? But if you're listening to it for what it was intended to be, you're not going to be anywhere else than where they meant for you to be.
Exactly. Not a lot of abstraction.
Ain't no fluff. Ain't no fluff.
Yeah, literally.
None of the bullshit. And like, and I'm not mincing my words with that. Like, I wouldn't call other things, like, people do whatever they want to do, and every approach to things is valid, but it can come with a lot of fluff, and it's like some of that fluff is not something to land on for the sake of comfort. It's just comfortable to the person. But like it's.
And probably milquetoast to listen to.
Yeah, and they comb through all that. They comb through all that shit.
And I just feel like fluff come back to bite you. That's why I'm like nervous about not putting it into my own. I mean, maybe, and for some people it don't, but I just feel like personally, like especially because like I primarily make rap and I made rap first. Like fluff come back to bite you, bro. You have to have pen. Like,
and the thing is, the more you deviate from rap, the less words you have to use to do the same thing. So it's like if you're talking about how country artists write. And not like Dan and Shay country artists, but like country artists. You talking about how Chris Stapleton and writes and his wife produces. If you talk about, because that's two people, the songs sound like love. Like that's not, you're not. If you talk about how rock artists create, like a lot of rappers learned how to rap from listening to rock artists.
I am one of them.
Exactly, bro.
I am one of them.
People was looking at me weird for listening to Linkin Park when I was in grade school, but I'll tell you what, they wasn't looking at me weird when Chester was dead. G, like you can talk about the impact, but you know what I mean. Like if you're willing to immerse yourself in that writing style, you see, ain't nobody wasting no words. And the best MCs, no matter how many words they use, Black Thought ain't wasting no words, and he been getting better every year for 35 years.
That's insane.
To the point where, according to him, your favorite rapper will not get on the song with him.
They won't.
You really just gotta look at who he's never made a song with.
They would never.
They won't. They won't. Russ is not my favorite rapper, but he did, and I respect him for that.
For sure. Russ definitely walked in the studio. You can tell he just walked in with his chest out, like, all right, who's here to rap?
But he built like Scrappy Doo, so it don't really work the same. Right.
Oh, the Malord. Well, thank you for that dialogue. DJ Lokari, do you have anything you want to react to?
No.
Okay.
I just appreciate how enthusiastic that was.
Oh, God.
No, that was right.
For sure.
Yeah. Let's get it moving.
So, folks, we here at BlurdDotRadio have the great fortune of getting free bottles of a lovely liqueur called Jepson's Malort. Let me show you this on the camera. And look at that. Look at that. Who doesn't want to drink that? Look at that color. Shout out to Yo. Shout out to DJ Lokari for meeting Yo and getting us this connection. Jepson's Malort has the unusual flavor. Has a something unusual flavor of an unusual botanical, something like that. Its two-fisted taste is savored by drinkers everywhere. Go down to CH Distillery, get you some Malort or whatever else CH Distillery has. They have bourbon. They have a lot of fine liqueurs. It's not just this. Don't let Malort scare you off. Yeah, go down there, tip your server, and we're gonna do the toast that I got from E40. And that toast goes: I'm not above you, I'm not below you, I'm right here with you. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Long distance cheers. You know what time it is.
That was well timed.
Oh, that's delicious. That's delicious.
BlurdDotRadio.
Drink of champions.
Tastes like
Good
juice.
drink of champions.
Yeah, no, I prefer that.
Tastes like juice.
Full body botanical flavor.
There you go. I tell people all the time,
Nice.
Malort is an
It's the
honest drink.
Sommelier.
They definitely left nothing out of the drink.
They do not tone it down for anyone.
No.
No, sir.
I
They
always
included
tell
all the
people
elements.
Malort tastes like
They
poison
need in there.
because alcohol is poison. Don't forget what you're doing to yourself. Get your
Yeah,
liver
no.
checked.
You should taste that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit.
You can have your brightly colored, well-adorned alcohol that tastes like grape Kool-Aid. Still fucking you up like Malort does.
Yep.
Kenny, I'm with you mentally.
There you go.
We locked in.
All right. So
Ash, I'm with you mentally too. Actually, I'm feeling virtual right now. I said I'm with you. I'm feeling virtual.
Feeling virtual right now.
The virtualness is spreading. The Matrix has.
Oh, are we watching Beetlejuice?
Are we doing Beetlejuice?
It's a teaser.
Yeah, no, we're not doing Beetlejuice. They don't show shit.
Is it gonna be 49 seconds again?
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I was about to say last time Seven was here, we watched a 10-second trailer and had to try to figure out how to talk about it.
The crazy thing, it was about a movie that already, there's a version of that movie out, and they still
Which
didn't tell you
movie was
nothing. It was the babysitter movie.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell mom.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't tell us shit.
They sure didn't. But they did it with black people this time, so
I'm crying.
just less information.
Did they give us a full trailer yet?
That movie probably out.
Oh right, it was a few weeks. I think it came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Or the day before.
No, the actual movie? I don't think the movie's out yet.
Remember, I want to say it was coming out by the end of March.
Unless it was like
beginning
first
of
week of April or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was close. Close
Whatever,
enough.
the trailer was insufficient for the actual date.
Yeah,
it was
did
coming
they
out.
actually like come out with a fucking trailer?
Also, I'm looking through the group chat. Ash posts trailers in our group chat. We got the Alien Romulus teaser trailer, which isn't a teaser trailer. It's like 3 minutes long.
Okay.
We got the Penguin.
This is still pretty teaser though.
Damn, dog, this shit, they still have a
The
fucking
Penguin look
teaser
good.
trailer, bro.
Yeah. They still just have a teaser?
Yeah, bro, this shit's
Somebody's-
still 59 seconds.
You know, they trying to kill all the quote-unquote DEI initiatives.
They are, actually.
Yeah,
That's
the ones that they brought in to ease their own guilt and then blamed us when they didn't work because they didn't give us enough shit to make it work. But then that's how America works.
Yeah. Designate every black person to be the representative of their respective organization of black people. Maybe the DEI effort won't work.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't.
Are we gonna pay you half as much to do 3 times the work? What, you can't? These goddamn black folks.
You took your whole PTO. We needed you for the diversity seminar. Left for the workshop.
The one where they say something and then everybody in the room turns around and looks at the black person.
Like reading Huckleberry Finn in class.
Oh god.
All right, so we got Penguin. There's a Star Wars trailer. There's an Alien trailer.
That's not a penguin.
Penguin it is.
Penguin.
Also, a thing I didn't say about X-Men 97 is that Magneto looks like Granny Goodness. Yeah. Shout out to the Blurred Cave. They pointed that out.
Wow, don't do that.
Yeah.
They look like cousins.
Granny Goodness.
Definitely looks like Granny.
Penguin.
Alright.
Let's say you look at some long hair.
Elgin has again pushed me into doing a really short trailer. I blame DJ Alokari for this.
It's just short too.
It's a minute something.
Hey,
we can live with that.
I mean, that's how long these trailers need to be. Anything longer is the whole damn movie.
I agree.
Facts.
I like a short trailer. Get to the point.
That last one.
Give me a little bit, but don't need
that short
too much.
trailer did not get to the point.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's why they need to do better. That's why they need to do better, though.
They sure do.
Man.
Oh yeah, I got to hit the button.
Let's see.
Sit back, relax.
Nigga, it hasn't started yet. You don't have to do this yet. Because now you just gonna do it twice.
Come on now. I like that.
He just warming up.
Consistent.
Shit, let's get it.
This is a 9 second. I just want you to know 9 seconds.
Come on now.
That's how long this takes. Watch this. Watch this. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm shit.
You sure?
I got it up.
Shit. All right, here we go.
Sit back, relax, watch it.
I want to make a compilation of every time you do that because I feel like you do the exact same one every week and I don't know how.
You don't know how to prove it. You don't know how to prove it. You're gonna have to have evidence.
How do you?
That's so far.
Hey, dog, I need that Michael Jackson sample.
Bro said Mega Michael.
Rest in peace, Michael Jackson.
Rest in peace.
Perhaps the greatest performer ever to live.
Perhaps.
Shit.
I mean, I'm throwing that in there for the haters. I don't.
Yeah, Taylor Swift,
They just got
G-Eazy,
damn trailer.
Then Michael Jackson.
Then Michael Jackson.
Then Drake.
10:30, bro.
We gonna get to the trailer.
All right, the Penguin teaser trailer here on BlurdDotRadio. All right. Gotham,
When I was a kid,
worst city in the world.
there was a gangster,
I feel like the rent in
Real
Gotham has to be
school
like $6 a month.
Rex Calabrese.
It's just New Yago. It's
He's
still
a big deal.
3,000.
He helped people.
To live in a place that gets
saw you on the
blown
street.
up from time to time.
He call out to you. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor. Freaking parade. I mean, it wasn't fancy, but it was a gesture. To show love for what he meant.
That look like a female.
Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
Nigga, what? Hey man, if Batman ain't in this, I don't want it.
Let me. Batman don't got to be in everything.
Yeah, you do.
It's giving Sopranos.
Let me.
I'm
with that.
Yeah.
Let me throw something out there.
But I do want to see it though.
I didn't have to watch the trailer to know I was gonna want to see this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that makes me want to see it more. There's a deleted scene with the Joker. If you go to YouTube, and it's supposed to be the Joker right after Batman fucks him up, like he's becoming the Joker. The actor who's playing the Joker is gonna play the shit out of that role.
Who is it?
What is his name? He was the main character in Saltburn.
Barry Keoghan.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Barry Keoghan.
Keoghan? Is that how you pronounce it?
Keoghan.
Yeah.
Barry Keoghan. I saw him in The Banshees of Inisherin. Played a really good part. Saltburn was a spoiler. Definitely a villain story.
Freak body ass movie.
That lady looked like Paul Rubens.
Be talking shit. She's living her best life.
She is. She getting paid.
Also, shout out to fucking Colin Farrell. Did you forget that's Colin Farrell? Right? Yeah. Absolutely unrecognizable. That motherfucker is from Scotland.
Playing the Penguin?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep. Heavy New York mobster accent, even though he's not even from America.
Or Italian at all.
It's always so impressive to me how people get that off.
Man, damn. Fucking Franklin from Snowfall. Never would have known he was.
I feel like the Brits are able to pull off an American accent way better than Americans can do British.
I bet they can read better too.
Yeah,
definitely on the average, and potentially on the whole.
Yeah. I am 100% in on this. Where's Batman? That's a solid thumbs up for me. DJ Lokari.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm real iffy about shit that ain't got like the main character in it. You know what I'm saying?
The main character's right there.
Look,
it's
nigga.
called the Penguin.
Look, nigga, I'm talking about Batman. Shit, nigga, where is Batman?
Yeah.
I'm just being real with you, bro. You know what
The
I'm saying?
city's not flooded. This is probably before
I wonder
Batman
when it is.
started Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like Joker. Damn, look at Paul Rubens.
You just gonna keep getting caught up on shorty.
Second shot. This is shot number 2, act 3.
Oh man, y'all looking at my pixels and me talking. You know what don't make no sense? How can I see this video just right, but I know the internet is trash for us? But
It
moving
looks
on.
like a scene from the Nintendo Batman game.
Yeah, man, it don't make no damn sense. But it looks alright. Am I gonna watch it? Probably. You know what?
You gonna watch it?
I'm gonna give it an episode.
You gonna give it 2?
Give it 1.
I'm gonna give it 1. It's gonna get 1 episode. If I don't like the first episode, then
nope.
Real.
1 is wild.
It get 1 episode.
You can't even
Is this a 45-minute hour episode?
I'm gonna give it 15.
No, that's real.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I'm gonna give it 15 minutes.
You can't get the dual sample
Not
off.
15 minutes.
15
Said I'm gonna watch the intro if I don't like it. Yeah.
No, that's real though. You come from a film family.
You should know within 15 minutes if you gonna watch something. Like real talk.
HBO's The Leftovers is
Hey,
a
no, I agree.
huge.
You should know in about 15 minutes whether or not that's how long it took. At the 15 mark of Color Purple, I was like, I'm turning this shit off.
I mean, that's different.
I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna skip up to all the scenes that hers in it.
Shout out to Fantasia Barrio and her voice.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Come on now, people ain't talking about Fantasia now.
Hey man, shout outs to her. But yeah, this looks. Damn man, get Paul Rubens, female Paul Rubens off my screen. That's
Why
me
you
up.
keep saying that?
Because
She's
she
He's not gonna stop.
look like
He's
Paul.
not gonna stop.
enough.
He doesn't.
She does. She looks
doesn't.
like Paul Rubens.
It's not true.
It's throwing me off.
That's fake news.
From
right there.
from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'm crying.
But
The original Buffy.
the original.
Oh God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You hear what I'm saying?
Turn in the trailer. No more trailer. We're done.
You got the whole trailer shut
Oh
down.
my God. Oh,
Shut down the whole trailer.
But anyway, it look alright, man. It look alright. It gets 15 minutes. If I like it, first episode, then I keep watching.
but this is my thing. Didn't they already have a Penguin series though?
Nah, they had a Gotham.
Not that I know about.
Oh,
Yeah, that
was
shit
it
got
Gotham?
trash. I hate
Yeah,
that.
see that's what I'm saying. Like I trust Matt Reeves to do a great job with this, but I don't know if it's something I'm gonna really invest my time in. Like I'm really iffy about stuff that don't have like the main, like, you know, protagonist. Like it took me a while to like. I was on the fence about Joker too. You know what I'm saying? So like
That was a good movie.
it ended
Shout out
up
Joaquin
being
Phoenix.
great. It ended up being great, but like real talk, I was real on the fence about whether or not I wanted to see that too. So that's just me personally.
I understand.
So it gets.
I don't know if that's a no.
It's it'll be a yes. He'll watch it. I believe this is one of these where I would bet you a crispy $1 that you will finish this.
A whole $1?
You want to bet?
Nigga, you want to bet $1? Bye. It's a shake.
That's another bet. Last time was on Fallout. I said he was gonna finish it and he was gonna want to play the game.
Oh yeah, I still have to watch that.
Is it out?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not.
On the road to get $2.
Who's on the road to getting $2?
Me.
It's gonna be $2. You at home. $2. I'm gonna hold them up on the camera.
One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen.
And you're gonna be a motherfucker with $2 less. Ash got him. What do you think of this one?
I do not care. But it looks, because it's not leaning into the penguin aesthetic of the cartoons, I think anyone could go in watching this and just see this as another mob boss show. Like, it's got, you know, that gritty aesthetic to it. And from the looks of it, Batman is not going to be present or as large of a presence as he is generally with his rogues gallery. So for people who just like mob stories, it's going to bring in that audience. But I don't care. Like, I like when Batman is campy.
You like when Batman is what now? I didn't get to last.
Campy. And it's just been leaning more into the realistic. What the fuck is that? Realistic. I was trying to combine realistic and aspect.
Realistic is stretchy.
Yeah, it's just been leaning too much from the fantastical and campy that I enjoy.
Not enough
about
Adam
Batman.
West in this.
I mean, even in the animated series, it was still very campy and cartoony, but still gritty.
For the time, that was
More
the prettiest
noir.
show ever made.
So, yeah, this isn't really a villain I really care to see their come up of in this way either. No. The only show I've watched that was more focused on the villain and not Batman was the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah, it was great. And Batman was still in it.
And Batman was still in it. He was like not even a tertiary character, but he was still there. You still knew this was a Batman world. But the focus was on Harley Quinn and her band of villains. And it was campy. It was funny. Like, if you don't have that element, I'm hard pressed to watch a Batman anything nowadays.
Heard.
Nope. So that is a no. Where's Michelle? Did it even pop up?
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Weird. Kenny.
No.
Nope.
No. I'm not. I don't hate it. I just.
Nope.
I'm in the same
I see
boat
you
as
hitting the
Ash
shit out of
was.
those buttons over there. I feel it in the table.
I just not interested in another pretty Batman story right now.
Nope.
Having the Riddler in the movie was really dope, and it showed that they can actually write a story for another character besides the Joker. But I find Penguin as a character and the villain in general is good as a side villain. Like, he's just a part of like Gotham City
Rogues Gallery.
Yeah. So I don't enjoy it.
Okay. Nope. On to our guest, Prophet. What do you think of this one?
I don't know. Like, it looks kind of interesting, but I don't know if I would actually watch it. Like, I don't know.
Be honest, bro.
It don't really got me sold for real,
Tell
but
us
like, I may give it a try though, but there's no guarantee though.
Okay. When you say give it a try, do you mean one episode like DJ Lokari? Do you mean like?
No, I might actually sit there and try to watch the whole series, but it has to. It gotta be interesting though. Hopefully it's like eye catching for real.
Let me ask you this: when it comes to a series, when do you tend to like jump off the train if it hasn't gotten good? Is it like by episode 2, episode 3? I'm a standard like 3 episode person.
Yes, I am.
If you can't get me in 3 episodes, then. And I've been wrong before. Again, HBO The Leftovers got good on like episode 7, and they got real good real fast.
Yeah, probably like I'll probably say like 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes the most sense.
3 episodes. 7. What do you think?
I'll give it 2 or 3.
Okay.
2 or 3 episodes. See it through.
Nope.
I like most superhero shows because I grew up a comic book nerd. My threshold for those are pretty low, but I understand getting Batman fatigue. I also I'm not particularly enthralled with the character of Batman as a whole. I think the concept of Batman is a lot more interesting than the character of Batman. Because people
Guy
can
puts
relate.
on mascot outfit.
Yeah, it's very easy to tear apart that character, and it's really fun for me to do.
Yeah.
Like the Batman trashing is one of my favorite things to do. His superpower is white privilege.
Oh yeah,
facts.
Absolutely. Stick my face out just so you know. Hey guys, hey, I'm one of you.
He said it's here. And unless it gets really active, at which point he doesn't care.
For sure,
it's like a mechanized Batman face. But yeah, it's he's not my favorite character, so I don't care whether he's in the show or not. I'll give it a shot. If it ends up being cool enough to parallel The Sopranos and Gotham, I would fuck with it if Batman beat the shit out of Tony Soprano. So, especially because of that Uncle Ben episode when she brought Drake to the crib, and then after that he went in the cabinet and saw Uncle Ben's rice and fainted.
Are we talking about The Sopranos?
The Sopranos, yeah.
I do not remember that.
So just look up Tony Soprano, old Ben. His daughter brought the most racially ambiguous possible black man back to the house. Like she did as much as she could to make sure that it wasn't gonna set the family off, and he was like, yeah, check it out, that's not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah,
and then he went to the kitchen, opened the cabinet, and saw Uncle Ben's rice. It stared at Uncle Ben in the face and passed out in the kitchen, broke glasses and shit, just fell out.
The ghost of Uncle Ben.
It's one of the single funniest scenes ever written in television. But
oh my god, was it played for comedic effect or was it?
It definitely was. Like so the show kind of makes you like the Soprano family a little bit, but it also makes you very aware that everyone in the show is a reprehensible human. Absolutely. So when something like that happens, it's like, of course it was to be comedy, and it made it very clear that he stared at Uncle Ben and then fainted. I think it was comedic editing for sure.
Hilarious.
So yeah, 3 episodes. I say it's a yes for now. If it's trash, it's I'm not gonna finish it.
Last but not least, Desire.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna give it to like 1 to 3 episodes. That's what I usually do with shows. Another thing that depends on like how long I watch it again is just like how long the episodes are themselves. I think that if it's like an hour 45-minute episode type of situation, then I'm probably just gonna give it like 1. And because I can tell kind of right away with most things in general, well, at least I feel like how much I like whatever it is. And so that, but then on the other hand, like the likelihood of me watching it is probably low, just considering that I'm like, I'm into books right now, I'm into other things, like just currently just absorbing different kinds of media. But I still would give it a try though. I was like on a time that I'm like, if I run out of the shows that I'm actually watching, because I have a list too for when I want to watch shows. Like I'm trying to get through some animes, I'm trying to get through like some like popular shows or whatever. If I get around to it, it looks like cinematically interesting enough to be like kind of dope. That's the thing that I would watch it for though. Like plot wise, I don't know, I don't really care about Penguin necessarily, but
fuck bro, but could be cool.
Right, yeah, exactly that though.
I was about to say, I'm confident that they'll make you like this Penguin at least a little bit. At least a little bit. In the movie they made me like Colin Farrell as the Penguin. When he was like, flying mouse, am I the only one that took Spanish? Like, so fucking bad. Why am I tied up? So shout out to that. So folks, that's our review of the teaser trailer for The Penguin. When they release a longer trailer, I'm sure we will give a more in-depth review of it.
Yeah,
I feel like this teaser
Actually
was
did.
just enough.
Yeah,
I agree.
Same with like the Beetlejuice trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough. I don't need to
Here's
know
Wednesday.
the plot
There's Beetlejuice.
until I'm in the theater. Like you're showing me who's going to show up. It's Beetlejuice. The
See,
first Beetlejuice ain't really have a plot.
I'm gonna throw a caveat into there. I have thought, oh man, it's Avatar. They can't fuck this up.
They did.
To this day.
There have been so many times where I'm like, oh, it's this. They can't fuck that up.
Yeah, right.
Ended up face down in the mud.
In the mud, hold
Eating
on.
my words.
Saying this is going to
It's almost like
be
that
a good
sentence with the
movie.
nail in the coffin.
I'm just saying, I'd rather go in the theater off of this teaser trailer because it's giving you just enough of like the nostalgia bait, the characters that you remember, the actors coming back. And
Is
then
Alec
just go
Baldwin
into the
gonna be there?
theater.
No, I think he's dead.
Just go in the theater and see what it's
Well, he
going to
been
be.
dead.
Because
He
again,
I thought
it's
it's
like,
about that. What'd you say,
right,
Ashley?
and it's a continuation of the first movie. Like I need to go back and watch what the first Beetlejuice
That's 31.
trailer must have been
Yeah,
because
this nigga called.
watching the movie.
She said Beetlejuice 3 times.
Yeah. Oh no.
We were counting.
Try out the Wario.
We did.
Man,
That's what I'm
get
saying.
several warnings.
I'll let you know if some crusty white man tries to kidnap me tonight.
If you can.
No, we could definitely beat up Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he the movie itself, the plot wasn't really there. I feel like they actually lost the plot at a point.
Are you talking about Beetlejuice?
Yeah, the first one. But you was just there for vibes for the most part.
I mean, it was a pretty simple plot.
Exactly.
Here's a ghost who's gonna trap you into marrying your daughter.
The ghost with the most.
With the most.
Yeah, so
And then later
I'm
he hung out with a
expecting-
skeleton and a spider and in his little cartoon.
I'm
world.
expecting the same going into the second one. So I don't need a 3-minute trailer telling me what I would like to enjoy in an hour and a half movie. Because if I see it in the trailer, I'm not going to the theater.
I feel you.
Man.
I'm
But
right.
We don't need this movie.
Hell no.
Kenny hates remakes. That's the thing.
It's not a remake. It's just the same movie
Later.
for 30 years.
Beetlejuice is married in this one. We'll talk more about
No,
that
he not.
next week. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Monica Bellucci plays Beetlejuice's wife.
Is she Mrs. Beetlejuice? How does that work?
We'll find out.
Beetlejuice?
Mrs. Juice?
Beetlejuice.
Mrs. Juice.
Beetlejuice.
BD.
Shout out to Beetlejuice. So, folks, it's the end of our show. We're going to do shout outs, or as Kenny calls them,
Shouts and murmur.
there it is. I want to send a shout out to the BlurdDotRadio crew. Get well soon, Steve.
Get well, Steve.
DJ Lokari, Ash, Kenny, thank you all for coming through. I want to send a shout out to my partner Nikki, who espoused her love for Michael Jackson in the comments. I want to send a shout out to the Black Ones. 1, for being incredibly talented. 2, for blessing the stage and sharing with us a video and their story and their creative process. I don't say this often. I feel like this is one of our better episodes. Thank you all.
That's love.
Appreciate
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And don't make it the last time.
Definitely
No,
not.
definitely not.
I'm gonna bring a router with me.
And an extension.
Straight
God.
motor.
I already got one. I got the long joint. It go all the way to the other room.
Hey,
Come on.
bring an Ethernet cord. We'll hook this up.
I got the one with the arms that you open. You know the motherfucking the point to the sky joints. All right.
And with that, I will pass my shout outs
have
to
signal.
Kenny.
Shout out to Steve. did well.
Big shout out.
Shout out to you all. And yeah, that's it. It's late.
Yeah.
11? Not quite.
It's not quite.
Just about.
Yeah, we're getting there.
He said just about.
Just about.
That's
Ash
gonna be my
Guy.
son name.
Round the way.
That's gonna be his middle name.
I like that.
Just about round the way.
I'll give a shout out to the Sophia's Choice Asian Cinema pop-up happening currently in Chicago.
Where's that?
I actually had no idea there's like a whole like Asian cinema showcase happening right now. I just happened to get 2 free screening passes to some movies yesterday, so I spent like all day in the movie theater. Only saw 2 movies, but
That's technically all day. 4 hours in the theater.
yeah, it was like the first one was at 2:30, the second one was at 7. Yeah, so this week it was a Taiwan movie.
Taiwanese.
Next week, I believe it's South Korea. Week after that will be Japan. And then
Hey, yo, send me the info on that. I'll check it out.
yeah, I'll send that. You can actually get passes on Eventbrite. Asian Cinema pop-up.
I'm Asian.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like the 2 movies I saw were like these were like their first feature films. And you know, I'm just kind of burnt out with seeing American films.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see other cultures films, like certain aspects of the movie that I didn't get off rip. That's not my culture, but it's like I just sit there and I just try to understand through context clues. And luckily, these 2 screenings actually had the directors there. So we were able to like ask them questions that they could clarify about certain things. So yeah, I'll send you that information, Elvin.
Thank you.
That sounds like a movie fan.
DJ Lo Curry. What you got?
On the sake of Steve, shout outs to everybody who loves everybody. But also, shout outs to my sister who has been doing voiceover work. And so we sat down today to get some new voiceover stuff done. Also, just shout outs to all the survivors of assault specifically, especially those who had nothing to do with it. And thank you so much for speaking out stories, man. That shit is crazy. So shout outs to y'all, man. It's fucked up. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. That's our top.
Absolutely.
Facts.
And at the end.
Profit. Who you got?
Man, shout out to y'all for one.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having us. Man, shout out to the homies that's with me. Shout out to the homies that's at home. That's about it.
I like it. 7.
Man, yeah. Shout out the family. Shout out Wes. Shout out the boys. Shout out y'all. Thank you for rocking with us tonight. I ain't got too much, man. Shout out everybody who was a part of all the records that we showed today. Shout out Roscoe Boy for Black Forest. Shout out Kenny the Villain for Mr. Right Now. Shout out Promise for showing up, man. We got a community and we're optimizing that, so I'm happy about it.
Telling you, 2 people away from being Wu-Tang.
Come on now.
We close. We actually, all 3 of us are already Wu-Tang.
Yeah, we all have multiple personalities, so with the combination.
It's like 9 of us at the table.
Right now.
True.
Shout out to those other 6.
Some of them black,
in the back.
quarter white,
Yeah.
little Asian.
Some of them are Asian.
No, I only shout out 3 of the 6.
Yeah.
The rest of them there in the corner.
I was gonna say you don't want to meet that other 3.
Desire, who you want to shout out?
Firstly, I always want to shout out God, for making all of this possible for all of us.
Come on now.
Want to shout out the Blur crew, Blur family. I appreciate you guys for everything you've done today. This is like one of my, you said you felt like it was one of the better episodes. This is one of my favorite interviews that I've been a part of, for sure.
Definitely.
Shout out my Black Ones family, my brother sitting next to me. Shout out to family home. Shout out all the women in my life and in the world. It's Women's History Month.
Come on now.
And that's it, man.
You've been watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. Next week we won't be here. I'll be in Cleveland eating deviled eggs with my family. So we will be back on the next Sunday. I don't remember calendar numbers. Until then, love, peace, hair grease. Go read a fucking book. Free Palestine.
Read 2 books.
Yeah.
Read 3.
Read 7.
Read a magazine.